The following program is rated MA and may contain themes that may not be appropriate for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
On the block, hip-hop trendsetters, the school of hard knocks and that attitude era. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best, holding the mic as I'm yelling out D-Generation X. I will remember it. I never forget it. We've come a pretty long way. There's so much I can say. It's never really gone away.
Coming to you live from deep within inside the Wrestle House here on Turnbuckle Studios. Raw emanates from Dayton tonight, and I am proud to be joined by Chris Best, Bubba Duke, and Joe, the tech guy, is here with us tonight as well. Guys, I am absolutely loving, because this is something that I wanted to bring up with everybody. Liv Morgan is not in the wrong. As the show started, we witnessed what Rhea Ripley did to Liv Morgan to cause her to go into this spiral of taking everything away from Rhea. Do you guys remember that point? Where
Yes,
Rhea
I do.
put Liv Morgan's arm in that chair and freaking stomped on it.
Yeah.
I had completely forgotten about that.
I haven't
neither, because that started the greatest storyline we've ever seen in the last. Why? It's been a while since we've seen a really good played out storyline, like with actual feeling and heart behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm invested in this story right now. I want to see what mommy does when she comes back, what Liv Morgan does to her to say, listen, this is your fault, not mine. You know?
I am invested in Liv Morgan 100. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Joe,
Yeah.
It's good to have you here, brother. I know that you don't get to catch a lot of Monday Night Raw or professional wrestling as of late, but this here has been a story that has been culminating, and we've talked about the new Triple H era, or this era that's in play now, where storylines seem to actually have a longer timeline to them, such as this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, not occasionally. I for the better part of like 2 years have not watched not only Raw but pro wrestling really of any kind.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm coming as completely fresh. So it's you're going to get a bit of a unique and a different kind of reaction and approach to this stuff, because I'm seeing all this literally for the first time. There are people wrestling on the show right now that I have never seen before. So.
And I know you know who Rhea Ripley is, and
Well,
you're
you're
to
in for
see
your-
this new incarnation.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. You're
Chris,
gonna
what were
be
you
shocked
saying?
with a lot of things,
Yeah.
Joe. I was gonna say, you're gonna be shocked with a lot of things, Joe. You're gonna learn a lot from us tonight, from some of the wrestlers you've never seen before. You're gonna see a completely different look at production on how the show is run as well.
Yeah, I've noticed that they started backstage and
Yeah.
And look
No.
look
Yeah.
at the entranceway.
yeah, completely different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps, bro, because I can feel Joe's like anticipation for something better than what he's seen before. God.
That camera shot is
Wow.
fantastic, where they have Rhea and with the wings in the background and them looking
Yeah.
like they're coming right off her.
Yeah.
Production
dude, like,
has been so good lately.
they've been point on, dude. Like little things are really turning into big things.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention. What's happening? What the little
Oh yeah.
symbolisms in the background? It's Yeah, dude, it's awesome. And again, Rhea looking as gorgeous as ever.
So I have a differing viewpoint on that. I imagine I might be alone on this one because honestly, like the goth chick look has never really been something that's really resonated with me. I was more of a fan of Rhea's look before, in NXT and whatnot. I think for me that look was something that kind of got over better with me. But obviously, she's still the same wrestler in the ring. But the goth chick look with the black lipstick, it doesn't quite do it for me.
She was still kind of doing that gimmick in NXT though.
To a certain extent, but it wasn't quite as.
I like that she has long hair.
Yeah, that's what I was just.
That's what makes me happy.
Yeah,
she has long hair again.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Another thing, I've never been a fan of the short-haired look on a woman. That's just my personal preference.
And not that I've been looking, but she's rocking a new tattoo, by the way.
Yeah, she did get a new tattoo. Yes. While she was off and getting married and all the fun stuff she was doing.
Crowd very happy to see Rhea Ripley back
and
chanting "Mommy's home."
And she honestly looks happy to be back.
Mm-hmm. Now, with the cheering, if somebody can inform me, I'm assuming the Judgment Day would then be a babyface faction, correct?
No.
They're interesting. Yeah, they're kind of a tweener. Okay,
yeah. So for me, that's a bit of reverse psychology for me, right? So,
yeah.
I've never honestly been a fan of that approach.
Right. But we've got like Rhea Ripley, who the people love, the people like and enjoy, right? But then you've got like Damian Priest, where the fans are a little bit more like, no, I really don't like this person.
Yeah.
JD McDonough, they're kind of like, Dominic, they absolutely hate. They love to boo him.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got Finn Balor, who is just Finn Balor.
He doesn't really get booed or cheered or.
Yeah.
But they all came together.
Yeah.
And made it's like a mixed bag almost kind of.
Yeah, so like when it comes to Finn Balor, for instance, when he's cutting his promos and things like that, booed out of the building. But when he's in the ring doing his thing, cheered.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Rhea Ripley too. She's cheered when she's on her own, as she is right now. But when she's in the locker room doing stuff with the Judgment Day or helping Damian Priest or whoever get a win, she's booed.
It's definitely a mixed bag.
Here we go.
This is the first time seeing of the porn stash version of him here.
Just to give you a heads up, I'm a little behind you.
Yeah.
We love you, Bobby. Thank you for coming by. We look forward to your input tonight.
For Bubba Duke, the entrance to the show is just starting now.
He pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Oh, she's not even happy that he's got a flower or a mic. They're just booing him right off the mic again.
Yeah. Watch, Joe.
I love it. I love it.
He talks.
Yep. Yeah. See what? Because I remember catching a little bit of his stuff before I kind of stepped away, and I could never wrap my head around it if he was getting like legitimate like heel heat or if it's like get off my screen heat.
Oh, right? It's the heat is real.
Yeah,
the heat is very real. I mean, to draw a comparison, Joe, since the last wrestling event I know you actually watched in full was CWE with myself and Karl.
Yep.
The heat that Danny Duggan gets in that building, very similar to what Dom gets.
Okay.
Oh no, she didn't. Oh, Karl, like a little school kid right now. I love it. Jacob, welcome to the show. Latino heat vibe. Yeah, he does. That's his point.
Mm.
Well, I mean,
he has a long way to go to be compared to Eddie Guerrero.
No,
he is not in that same league yet.
Not yet. No,
not even close.
I mean, the heat that he gets is very similar to the heat
I
Eddie
mean, with
got.
Eddie Guerrero, you're talking about arguably the best professional wrestler of all time. Dominic is not in that conversation.
No, he mimics a lot of the Eddie stuff. Is kind of what I was going at.
We
I
do
agree
get a
with
lot
you.
of Eddie and China vibes though between Rhea and Dom though.
100%. Yeah, Karl gets a little googly when Liv Morgan comes on, so he'll be fine in a minute.
When did this happen? Did you break up with Alexa Bliss, or what happened there?
Alexa Bliss isn't here. That's why.
Alexa's still in his Rolodex.
Well, I feel like I need to flick the screen to get Karl to wake up there.
No, it won't happen.
Somebody nudge him over there. Huh.
Hold on. Let me jump on my bike and I'll head over to his place.
Start making random loud noises. Hey, wake up.
Just send a text to Celeste to tell him come and smack him in the back of the head.
I don't even know if she's back from Sudbury yet. So
no, she isn't. I don't think.
I didn't think so yet. God, that poor girl, man. Anyway,
I'm actually really looking forward to this match at SummerSlam.
You know, you're mad at your opponent when you start talking third person.
Right. When you like totally just.
So Seinfeld, George is getting upset.
Right. I watched that episode 2 nights ago.
The show is still in syndication. That's probably like a sitcom that will always forever be in syndication.
Oh yeah, it's just like the Flintstones. Flintstones is still in syndication.
Right. So who wins this match, Joe? Do you think Liv
Rhea
to retain or Rhea?
I mean,
I know you haven't been watching, but
especially if you could have it be as with Rhea, I think there's like a great opportunity to do like like a face turn and defeat somebody of like a Liv Morgan and do it in that kind of fashion. Then you can have something really cool in your hands.
Yeah. See, I don't know if you realize what had happened. That Liv hurt Rhea. Rhea had to basically drop the title. Liv ended up winning it in a tournament. And now, as far as I'm concerned, Rhea's coming back to get her title back.
Like a legit injury?
Yeah, legit injury.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were supposed to do a summer angle that was supposed to go from WrestleMania till SummerSlam.
Yeah,
but
Liv threw a chair at Rhea and it hit her wrong and hurt her shoulder really bad.
Yeah, dislocated her shoulder or something like that.
Yep.
So, accidentally, obviously, like you're not going to do that shit on purpose. Hopefully.
Well, like I said, as somebody who's kind of been away for a couple of years from watching any of this kind of stuff, I definitely get the sense that there's different people behind the scenes, doing things here. So it definitely has a different feel to it.
There's maybe
right?
There's only maybe one person still behind the scenes at WWE who worked under Vince.
Triple H.
Well, yes, but I was actually referencing Bruce Pritchard.
No, I know what you. I was just busting your balls.
Jacob, good to see you. Thank you for coming by. I know Bubba already got to you, but I wanted to make sure that I did as well.
Yep. Having those important minds behind the scenes is important. That way, we can keep things in check. And when a stupid idea comes down the pipe, there's that voice of reason there to be like, no, we're not doing that. No.
Oh, don't take it.
Oh, for that, Hunter's guy for that is Jeremy Borash.
Yeah. So what do we see? Dominic trying to suck up now and getting his graces again.
I refuse to call him Gunther. You will always be Walter to me.
No, that's fine, man. Chris.
Oh, you're just a little bit ahead. You're just a little bit ahead of me, Joe. I just got Walter on my screen. Mr. Cortez, good to see you, brother. Yeah. Yes, that is
I don't know if this will
get
us taken down, there. But I am watching on my iPad.
There's Gunther. So, Karl,
yes, Joe, acknowledge Chris Cortez.
Hello, Chris. Even different like I'm even noticing like different camera angles, like with this entrance here, like you're seeing like a further back shot. Like you can tell it's a completely different production team.
So we're about to get ready
completely.
for a brawl.
Yes.
And Sheamus, like, still has 0 skin pigment. That's something never
Yeah,
changed.
He's still a 6 foot tall bottle of milk.
He's
Still a pasty white mother effer, right?
Yeah, he's allergic to the sun for sure. They got to use different lighting for this guy, even.
Yeah, and no word of a lie. Like, I seen Sheamus at a house show in 2010. Went to take a picture of him. The flash just completely blew him out of color.
I can't believe there's never been a storyline of somebody like spraying him with spray tan. Like how somebody hasn't done that as a storyline with Sheamus.
Walked up behind him and just went.
Yeah. Like get like something like the Miz or so, like put in a program with the Miz where it's like if he loses his match he gets spray tanned.
Could you imagine? He'd be as orange as his hair, dude.
Right.
Wouldn't be a tan. He'd turn out looking like a pumpkin.
Joe, to catch you up, Sheamus has this new thing that he does where he talks about having banger after banger after banger after banger,
or burger after burger after burger.
I'm assuming he's talking. I'm assuming he's sponsored by the energy drink Banger.
No.
That's not
what
it.
had happened is he came back a couple of weeks earlier than he was expecting, so he bulked up to tone out, to bulk up to tone out. Well, he came back, he was still bulked out, so he looked like your fat dad bod kind of guy when he came back. So everyone went burger after burger after burger instead of banger, and he just changed it.
Yeah, and the whole thing why he uses banger after banger is because he's literally been putting on some of the best matches in the last 3 years of his career. So,
yeah,
he has. He definitely has, which is nice.
Or he's just getting lots of ass. Who knows?
Maybe.
Whatever works. He's doing something right. Yeah, no, it's definitely a different Sheamus this time around for sure.
Now the gentleman he's been taking on is a whole other story. Bronson Reed. Wait till you see this dude, Joe, if you haven't seen him yet.
I have. I believe the last time he was released from the company.
Bronson? I think this is the first time
Bronson Reed was
ever
never
wrestled
released from the company. I think you're thinking of Braun Strowman, maybe.
No, I think Bronson was briefly let go from the company. Is he not?
Nope.
I don't think
remember.
so.
Okay.
If he has, I don't remember. I know he was with a different company and they released him, and then WWE went ours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought he was briefly let go.
I mean, you could be right, dude. I just don't know.
Looking it up.
He was let go. He was let go in 2021.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that's a bummer.
2007 to 2019 on the independent circuit. 2019 to 2021 with the WWE. 21 to 22 with New Japan. 21 and 22 with Impact, and return in 2022 to the present.
I literally have no recollection of Bronson Reed being in the WWE at that time.
I think it was right around the same time where they let Bray go as well. I think it was during the same round of playoffs.
Oh, maybe that's why we don't remember, because we were all upset about Bray being let go.
Was that not one of like the biggest ball drop or like stupid releases of all
100%.
time? It's like, what are you doing? That didn't help his morale either. You know, like
No, but again, I heard rumor of some of the big guys in WWE were like, Bray, don't go too far. You're coming back. Just got to give us time. I'd love to go check out the Undertaker One Dead Man show.
Yeah, it'd be cool. That'd be cool. I think Chris Cortez is right here too when it comes to Sheamus, the segment and everything that he was doing with Drew McIntyre kind of helped with his return.
Oh, right.
What I like, though, about Sheamus's return is how he steered into the skid, as it were. with those burgers and burgers and burgers chance, because it all started on Twitter, right?
Yes.
And he
I mean,
just steered into the punches and went with it.
what a better way to do it then. What a better way to do it. Here, you're making fun of me? Cool, I'll make fun of me too. I don't care. I know I'm fat right now. It's not how I wanted to come back.
The door just got slammed.
We're gonna have to mute Joe. He's giving away stuff.
Yeah, you got to remember, Joe. Bubba's a little bit behind us, eh?
It's okay. I'm just busting his balls because I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh,
Oh,
bro! If you were any closer, you would have lost your schnoz
Right.
and that porn.
Wow,
star.
you're like 30 seconds behind me.
Oh, there's Damian. I want that T-shirt.
with the one Damian's wearing.
Yeah, that looks really cool. Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy cow! She is mad.
Goodness.
Damn.
So this is another thing, Joe, about these shows too, is nowadays when we get backstage promos, yes, that promo is the primary focus, but watch all around the promo because there's other things that are happening as well.
Mhm. One thing I noticed that's thankfully gone as well. Well, I mean, it's early in the show, so maybe hopefully they don't still do it. But when they would cut away to like some little mini sponsor kind of like commercial in the middle of a wrestler's entrance, that drove me. That drove me fucking crazy when they did that. And it's like they would even do it during WrestleMania. It's like seriously, you're cutting away from a wrestler's entrance during WrestleMania. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, when it comes to them talking about the sponsors, they actually do now do it between matches or in between promos. Or sometimes we'll see the barricade around the ring being with a sponsor, and it's really not that bad as far as
because it's all video board around there now, right? And
So,
there really isn't a whole lot of these sponsors, I guess you could say, anymore, unless it's really a big show that's happening. Because Prime is really doing a lot of the sponsoring for the shows now, right? So
or if you watch South Park, shout out to the guys of the SMB South Park Review podcast. It's called Cred, right?
Yep.
So that's their way of making fun of Prime.
Nice.
Right away there, trading blows. I love it.
Bronson's got like a blacked out Bam Bam Bigelow type of
that's cool.
Type of attire on him tonight.
It is too. It's flames and everything, just all blacked out.
Yeah.
Is that
The
Alicia
black
Fox?
on black.
Is a referee?
No.
No. Alicia Fox is long gone. Thank
They
God.
look exactly like her.
Oh, dude, that is.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me, folks. I'm new here.
I can't remember that referee's name, but she's got a pretty entertaining Instagram, I find.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll notice, Joe, that there's a lot more female referees that are within the company now that are working the matches with the men. And then even if so you saw it come down on your screen in the bottom third there, WWE is even expanded out to X now as well, and they have a whole show dedicated on X called Speed, which is pretty interesting at times. They're like quick, like 3-minute match type of things.
The one thing that I will always give WWE props for is that the referees don't act like they're like a marionette that just stuck their hand in a light socket and kind of like over gyrating and moving around. Bryce Remsburg, and Aubrey
Edwards.
Like stop trying to steal the show. Right? WWE referees are clearly, you're not there to take over the show. You're there to accentuate the action happening and whatnot. You're not a worker in the ring.
It's as if the WWE referees listen to everything Jimmy Cordero says on his ref and rant.
Right.
Yeah.
You are not the center of attention. You're a referee.
That I'll be honest with you, Joe. That stuff is why I do not watch AEW anymore. I couldn't handle it anymore.
Although I will give credit to this, I did watch AEW about a week ago, And Aubrey Edwards has actually calmed down a little bit as far as overreacting to things goes.
That's good.
I have her on my Instagram, and I messaged her constantly. Quit with the overreacting in the ring. You're a referee.
Yeah.
Don't be seen until you need to be seen on a 3 count or counting to 10 because they're outside the ring. Now, I've never gotten a reply, but
Pat McAfee getting in on the show a little bit here.
Oh, you're
He's
going to
always
notice
getting
Pat.
in on it.
Yeah, I was going to say you're going to notice Pat McAfee gets in on it a lot.
See, Pat
And it's
McAfee
actually-
knows how to use the spray tan.
Yeah.
Right?
So what he should have
Thanks,
took
Joe.
Sheamus and just like rubbed him in. Like, there you go. There's a little color there. Yeah, fucking brick.
Wow. Good
Sheamus-
matchup so far.
Oh, nice interaction with that little kid. Oh, and Pat McAfee. There you go.
Yeah, even as somebody who's been kind of like a faraway observer of professional wrestling, you know, when I look at the occasional little vignette or spot from AEW, like it really does feel like they're just like a super indie kind of company still at this point. Like they still have not found their
footing.
like their voice, or you know, they haven't defined themselves as a company. It's all over the place, right? So it's the type of thing where I don't.
Yeah, there's no cohesiveness on the shows yet.
No. When you let the talent have too much of a say on kind of what's going on, right? It's
WCW.
Well, especially when 2 of your EVPs are tag team champions.
yeah.
That's stupid.
Bobby. Unfortunately, I don't
Purposes.
think that we're really going to see very main event or main roster people being traded over right now. I think they're keeping everything pretty close knit with NXT for the time being to test everything out and make sure that things are going well. So, Joe, that's something new for you as well.
Yeah.
NXT
Yeah,
and
I've heard
TNA and their collaboration.
I have been hearing and seeing some of that. I wonder if the bigger picture there is for them to, you know, just kind of snatch them up, right?
Right. Well, I mean, maybe not necessarily snatch them up,
Or-
but just give them a little bit of a good boost, right? And get some of these performers that are working with Impact Wrestling or TNA Wrestling to get their footing in the WWE type of thing, right? Like Mr. Joe Hendry has been making huge waves.
He's my man. I love that dude.
Or like we've been talking for years, because I you know, correct me if I'm wrong, because everyone could be at this point. But I mean, they are still a Canadian-owned company, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, there would be your opportunity. I don't know how far back we mentioned this and talked about for a while of like an NXT Canada or like a Canadian WWE brand. There's a potential opportunity to venture into that Canadian market if they really want to. So as we know, especially around the Greater Toronto area, there is a big audience for professional wrestling.
Dude,
And from the words of John Cena himself recently, right? I mean, especially Toronto Canadian wrestling fans, very vocal and very passionate about wrestling. So, there it is.
Right.
I mean, to use an example for what you're saying there, Joe, when I went to Unforgiven in 2006, I couldn't tell you how many friggin' wrestling posters I've seen all around that town that weekend for events going on everywhere in Toronto that weekend, the next weekend, and the following weekend.
Yeah. Since we're kind of in commercials here, I have a question for you guys. I'm currently eating popcorn. This is horribly off topic, but when you get to like the kernels at the bottom, am I the only weirdo that still like continues to eat them after?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you guys like nibble or chew or eat those?
Okay.
What I do.
Well, what I do is
I repop those. Yeah.
I will take. I'll take my finger and dab for the seasoning that's still left on the bottom.
Right.
These guys are weird. I would just put them back in the microwave and repop them.
Yeah.
But half the time, like my kernels end up perfectly popped for whatever reason.
Right.
So.
And Sheamus is just blowing up and just pouring sweat. God,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Damn. Too many cheeseburgers, huh?
Jesus. His first night back, boys, and he's making fun of Sheamus. Whoop, whoop.
That's okay. He won't see.
Look,
It's
I'm
all
looking
good.
at Sheamus now, and I'm like, oh, that's what happened on my Burger King the other night that I tried to order.
Oh, Jesus. No, that ended up at my house. Thank you, by the way.
Oh,
Nice knock
God.
on.
Oh, geez.
No way. No freaking way. Holy
So Bubba and I
shit.
on the pre-review, I'm not sure what you're calling it, Bubba. But,
Preview show.
Okay. We both said that Sheamus was going to take the win on this one.
Oh,
This might go the other way.
But I did have an asterisk with mine when I said that I kind of want to see Bronson take the win because it's been a while since he's had a win.
Australian guy, right?
New Zealand.
From Australia.
Or,
New
yeah,
Zealand,
New Zealand.
same
yeah,
thing.
Sorry.
It's a big untapped wrestling market there. There's a lot of talent in Australia.
That's why
heard
WWE's
that.
been frequently going there.
Yeah.
They literally, when they went to Perth for Elimination Chamber earlier this year, they actually had like a whole weekend of tryouts for people to come to the PC in Australia.
I'm still blown away by that white noise.
That was epic, dude.
And now.
Oh.
Yeah, don't say nothing, please, because this is my boy Sheamus.
Oh, goodness.
Nothing. There I said it.
Wow.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm the master of taking things literally.
Holy Christ, so the air he got on that moonsault.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
Yes. And that's close to what I called, except for it was his knee instead of his boot.
Yeah, because you did say that Bronson was going to screw up somewhere.
Yeah, I did. I called that. So that's one for me tonight.
Is he still going by that weird name, or is he going back to Pete Dunne?
Pete
He's
Dunne.
back to Pete Dunne.
He's Pete
good.
Dunne now. Yeah.
What were they calling him for a
Butch.
while there? Yeah,
Butch.
that was stupid.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you, Joe. But for me, it was stupid for the reason that, I mean, we already had a Butch in the WWE who's a Hall of Famer, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like,
yeah, he'll always be Pete Dunne, and he'll always be Walter to me.
yeah.
Nice. Beautiful. I'm loving this.
Glad to see him
he
still in the
just
company.
powdered out,
Sweet.
What?
As somebody who could have very well been let go at some point, I'm glad they saw Pete Dunne.
Yeah, me too. Me
Oh no!
too.
Don't! No! Oh,
Yeah.
Just a natural born heel.
Yeah, we're getting a heel Pete Dunne, and I'm all for it because heel Pete Dunne is the best Pete Dunne.
Absolutely.
wow!
Oh, look at that.
That
Bronson's
little
not even-
shoulder shrug.
Yeah, Bronson's not even done with him.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
He's just like, whatever. Oh no, that's a big dude coming off the top rope. Holy
Oh, so good.
God!
So I had actually completely forgotten about this last week, but Pete Dunne's a Raw guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we explained that to you about 3 times. You still didn't believe us.
I know, but like, I literally have no recollection of him being drafted. I really don't.
Oh, mommy's back on my screen.
Is that Carlito in the background there?
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
it
Oh
is,
yeah,
Joe.
Carlito's back too.
So when Carlito was here, Joe, just to give you kind of a little incentive of what happened here. Within like a week of being here, he was back on the next pay-per-view,
Right.
which was like two
Oh, the one in
and a half
Puerto Rico.
weeks
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
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 I want to talk a place in pro wrestling where a lot of really cool, but a lot of really bad shit has happened in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we covered that on Turnbuckle Talk a couple of weeks ago because there's talks of which promotion was it again? The IW. What promotion was it?
IWS, wasn't it?
The WWC, the World Wrestling Council
yeah.
out of Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
No, the WWC. He had a
Oh, here we go. Lagging again. Carlito.
yeah.
Oh.
They're looking to make a deal with the WWE.
Nice.
So we were just having Mark Henry on our screen, and I'm going,
No.
excuse me? Mark Henry?
That says pardon?
Mark Henry is with AEW right now. What's going on here? And then it turns out that it's for
No, he's not.
biography.
He left.
And I'm like,
yeah. But Mark's contract with the AEW ended a few months back.
Okay.
right, but he
That's
hasn't
cool.
like signed or done or gone anywhere else. So he's still
Right.
in my eyes, he's AEW still until he goes somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's why I was like, oh, Mark Henry? Excuse me? Is he making a return? No, he's not. Just biography.
Yeah.
Although if he does come back, the place I'd put him at is the Performance Center.
Yeah, let's say I think his in-ring performing days, I think, are well behind him.
Yeah, he didn't do anything in AEW except backstage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was a producer, and then he did some backstage interviewing, which he looked really weird doing.
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
450-pound guy interviewing a little like 200-pound guy didn't look right.
Yeah. Little reverse roles there.
Yeah. Although I got to say, if you ever get a chance, check out Mark Henry's appearance on the Undertaker's podcast. It was just awesome.
I need to find that again. I had seen it somewhere and I forgot to like add it into my repertoire of shows that I have. But I digress.
Yeah, I need to go back and listen to the Dennis Knight interview he did because according to one Chris Perish, Dennis Knight pulls no punches in that interview.
Right. Bubba Duke has decided to leave the screen, so we do believe that it is time for him to have a Bubba Deuce. Is that's what's going on here right now? It's time for a Bubba Deuce. Very soon and shortly, you may be able to actually get a Bubba Deuce t-shirt, mug, hat, possibly. All available on our Redbubble store. That is Karl Karufel. .redbubble.com. Yes, it may be something that is available soon. Bobby,
Thanks.
to have you here makes it a good night for us. Definitely does, my friend. Leeds is here as well. Absolutely amazing. You guys have not checked out Leeds Delivers. You need to go and find him on YouTube and check him out. He does some gaming as well as his bike rides to and from work. And they can be quite entertaining at times. No filter, purely raw, pun intended, as he drives to and from work.
I'm actually glad that you flashed up the Bubba Deuce logo when Bubba left, because I wanted to go back to something when we were talking about bad referees earlier. We were talking about Aubrey Edwards and Bryce Remsburg, and it got me thinking about like how I watch referees when we're doing CWE, and I came to the conclusion that Aubrey Edwards and Bryce Remsburg could use some lessons from Deuce Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yes,
hell
they
yeah.
could.
Absolutely.
Because Karl, as all four of us know, Deuce is just has just got a plethora of knowledge in him.
Yep.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Outsiders NWO Cups. Nice.
Yeah.
I still never in my career had a match with Deuce Diamond. As he puts it, I was ducking him all the time. And, well, I'll agree. I was.
No word of a lie. When we were at the Too Cold show, Karl, because as you know, I got there before you did. Deuce was already there putting up the ring, and he goes, "Where's Karl? Is he ducking me already?"
Yeah, he does that all the time to Karl.
Oh,
Ilja,
shit.
Ilja Dragunov with Sami Zayn here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ilja has been doing great stuff as well in the WWE, and I'm very happy about that.
This is going to be a fantastic match. Words can't even begin to describe the beauty that this match will be tonight.
Yeah, Ken, you called it already. It's your match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dragunov's match with was he still called Walter at the time? I know there was a match that he had that a lot of people were saying was like match of the year. This is a while back. I forget who the match was with.
I forget too. It might have been.
Are you talking about when he, as soon as he came to the main roster, or
I forget now. It's been too long. But I mean, it was like pretty universally called like the match of the year.
Could have been him and Gunther.
Could have been him and because I know that him and Gunther when they fought in the NXT UK or Walter at the time, that match for the NXT UK title was just something else.
Yeah, I think that was the one.
And I've caught a couple of Dragunov's matches here on the main roster. I've gone back now and watched a lot of his NXT stuff and NXT UK. Wow, that guy can wrestle.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So, Karl, between Gunther and I just forgot his name, the world heavyweight champion.
Damian.
Who do you think takes Damian Priest? Who do
yeah.
you think takes that title in SummerSlam? At SummerSlam, sorry.
I would love for it to be somebody from a little bit of the heritage that I have in me, and I would love for it to be Gunther. Gunther is Austrian. I have German descent. Same area.
Pretty well the same.
Yep.
Bobby says Gunther.
Definitely Gunther.
I know Mr. Best and I were saying Gunther, but explain why Best.
Because I think Gunther coming in as the conquering champion going into Bash at Berlin is just going to get the crowd insane.
True.
He comes in as the conquering champion. He retains. The crowd's going to go ballistic for that, you know?
What? Here's a scenario that just popped into my head. Tell me if I'm wrong. What if some shenanigans happen at SummerSlam to screw Gunther? And he says, I want that rematch, and I want it at Bash in Berlin. I don't care what anybody says, I want it. And he gets it and wins the title there. What if they play it that way?
He still comes out like the conquering hero, and fans are going to love him, you know?
Right? Why not build Austria as WWE's newest, greatest country that loves WWE now and have their hometown guy win the title at his hometown, basically home country, basically.
Okay, so one of my favorite things I'm noticing about the SummerSlam graphics, I love that they're playing into Cleveland's rock history with the graphics.
Like guitars, amps, all that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, it's also because that's where the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is also located.
Yes, that helps too.
Yeah.
How does Joe feel about that scenario I put out? If you were,
I mean, either way, it would work because like he's still gonna be a major babyface regardless of whether he wins the title or not. You know.
That's what I think. Like, I think he's a guy who has that presence. Like if you really wanted to put a rocket ship to him as like a baby face. Like he's somebody that could really, I think, excel. Now I know he always has been kind of that bad guy, but I think done properly, you could have a really huge face there if you wanted to do it that way.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just feel that, and again, it's my own personal opinion here, obviously, to have him win that match in Berlin puts him over huge over there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so the reason we were just looking at an interview with Zelina Vega, which still confuses me as to why she was in the main event last week.
The LWO is back. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
the LWO is back.
But she was interrupted by Sonya Deville and Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. They just formed a stable last week, Joe.
Yeah.
And Sonya Deville is making her in-ring return in this match here. But when she made her return last week, we got back the savage, beat 'em up, I'm going to kick your ass, I don't care who you are, Sonya Deville.
The way she had that flag kind of going there very much reminded me of why does his name escape me now? Ring of Honor.
Oh, Dalton Castle.
Yeah, when he would do that peacock thing, and it's basically, I guess, the cape. But I think they have like two like pieces of wood or something, and you can get more kind of width out of it. Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
Didn't the British Bulldog do something like that as well?
And also, how is Dalton Castle not in the WWE yet?
Right, dude. That's
Why is he wasting his time in AEW? There, I said it.
Why is anybody wasting their time? Best.
Burned.
Bubba and I are on the same page today.
Take that, Tony.
That's the first time you've got me like that, dude. That's awesome.
But seriously, why is anybody there?
Yeah.
I mean,
money.
They must be getting paid a good deal, but I mean, it's just like,
Yep.
that initial charm was definitely there, but when I look at clips and bits of matches and stuff, you can tell it doesn't feel like a top company. It just doesn't.
So this is the example I've been using over the last few months. Look at when Adam Copeland, Edge, first debuted. He was so excited, so glad to be there. Then 2-3 months later, it's like, kind of wishing I didn't leave the Fed.
Right.
He's regretting it. But you know what, though? If he went, hey, Trips, could I come back?
Yeah.
I made the wrong decision. Do you think Triple H is really going to say no?
Well, Hunter's already said that door is always open. So
hard to say. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And didn't Edge say that he kind of wanted to wrap things up with AEW? So, essentially, so. Yeah.
Hey, Bubba.
Hey, buddy.
Don't forget, you do have a scissor arm for your microphone. So when you do your lean back there, you can bring the microphone closer to you.
I forget.
Yeah, see, I do it.
Called my shit on that one. Thanks, buddy.
I was like doing one of these, and you know how good my hearing is. I'm doing one of these going, what's he saying? Oh, that's okay.
Nothing of any importance, that's for sure. Obviously, if I leave the mic way over there.
That's honestly not the first time Carl's called people out on their mic thing. He did that to me at the last CWE show because I guess I was moving my head a lot, and you could hear like my voice moving away from the mic.
There, is that better, buddy? Can you hear me?
See, and I'll be at work too, and like, I'll hear people doing announcements on the overhead, and it's like, hey, you don't need to put the microphone inside of your mouth. You don't need to insert it. You just need to speak into it. It's like you don't need to, try and blow the mic.
Bobby, I agree. It's great to see Sonya Deville back. I've never really been a huge fan of hers, but I can appreciate the work that she's done in the ring, and it'll be nice to see her back in this dark heel persona and what she can bring. When it comes to microphones, I got to use a microphone at work sometimes as well, especially at the end of the night. And I've had several of the members of management come and say, oh my God, You know how to use a microphone and do so very well.
Yeah, do some
To which I
maintenance on
say,
my-
I know.
there we go. That's
I do
Thanks,
podcasting.
Joe. Thanks, Joe.
I kind of spat in my mic a bit there, so trying to demonstrate. So
Here's a question for you, gentlemen, and I know Joe doesn't know nothing about this, so it's going to be a good reaction from him.
well, he
How do
assumes
you
I don't know.
feel about the Women's Intercontinental Championship and the Women's United States
I'll take that first.
Championship? Go ahead, Joe. Go.
Yeah. Too many belts already. Don't do it.
For the women?
Just in general. There's too many
Yeah,
championship
this is
belts.
just for the women.
They don't
In
feel
general.
special. Them. It's like everybody gets a trophy.
Is
Interesting.
Vaseline
Not if
That's
sponsoring the
first time I've ever seen
WWE?
that.
Yeah. Possible.
You saw that too, eh, Carl?
Yeah.
Why,
And
why is
Bubba
she-
in 30, 29,
there?
Why is
28.
she putting Vaseline?
She just
I don't know.
Did they just lube the camera? What
Okay.
happened there?
What's
Okay,
going
so
on?
I looked away for 2 seconds. I missed it.
Okay, so I'm going to explain the why combat athletes use Vaseline. It's to prevent bleeding in the ring.
And sweat from getting in their eyes too.
Yeah, because when liquid forms on Vaseline, it actually forms into like a little bubble,
Yeah.
or like a teardrop kind of thing.
Mhm.
So when you sweat
Okay.
with the Vaseline, it's not going to get into your eyes. It's going to actually divert away from the eyes.
And
Interesting.
here, Joe, you're getting to see last Monday
Yep.
what
I do-
transpired with their return.
I do miss the general manager version of Sonya Deville when she had like the suit kind of look. I thought she kind of looked hot in that actually.
It was
There you
actually
go.
around that time that I was missing this Sonya Deville that we're getting tonight.
I will not apologize for being a male heterosexual wrestling fan.
There you go, buddy. Never apologize.
She's hot. She's hot. I call it. I see it.
Have you all heard what the media is calling this new faction?
No.
Well, first, let's correct and let's not use the word media. Let's say the
Okay.
internet wrestling community.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
they are
okay.
not journalists.
Yeah, it's just the IWC. Yeah.
Oh,
What are they
okay, so
calling
nobody
it, though?
important. I don't want to get us canceled. It's very. I find it very offensive.
So,
Dykes are us.
No,
Private
but
chat,
close
dude.
enough. Close enough.
I'm also disappointed still seeing Shayna Baszler on my screen. Never been a fan.
And I'm on the opposite end of that one, Joe. I love Shayna Baszler.
Just for me, it's similar to the Ronda Rousey thing, where just when you try and fake MMA fight in pro wrestling, it looks very phony to me. That's
Except
just my take.
Shayna's a better worker than Ronda will ever be.
We will agree to disagree on that, sir.
This is all I see, Joe.
Oh, damage control coming down, I'm sure, at this point. Come
Like,
on.
she's got no eyebrows, bro. Like,
There's a
where's her
countdown.
eyebrows?
Oh,
She lost a bet.
For every year she's been in pro wrestling, she lost. Like, they just permanently keep waxing those things off.
I don't know.
I agree with you though, Joe. I don't like. I could.
That very
Care
much
less.
felt like the old piss break match. So to be perfectly blunt with you,
It pretty much was.
I'm okay with seeing Casey Catanzaro come down to the ring, though.
Hell yeah.
American Ninja Warrior.
I still want to
KC
call
squared.
big part of me still wants to call him Punishment Martinez. I think it's a
Yeah.
cooler sounding name.
I do too.
I like both names.
Yeah.
It's not often that I like both gimmick names.
I'm interested to see, because one thing that I will criticize is Ring of Honor work was, and this is one thing when we mentioned Mr. Deuce Diamond, with when we were all kind of standing and talking after the CW show, and him talking about that one guy that he's been working with and teaching him how to wrestle like a big man the proper way.
Mhm.
The one thing I will criticize Punishment Martinez or down Damian Priest within Ring of Honor is he did a lot of really dangerous flippy shit for a big guy, and he probably didn't need to do that to get over.
He's slowly incorporating that back into his repertoire, But it sounds, but from what I'm seeing from how he's doing it, it sounds like he took some lessons from Undertaker on how to wrestle as a little man, as a big man.
Especially if you've got a voice like that, very much like the less is more approach. You know, you just watch Jake the Snake's work. It speaks for itself.
That's why I love.
You don't need to be flipping and flopping all over the place to get over as a big man.
So I love when it comes to when people ask Jake, like when he came up in the 80s doing promos with everybody shouting, why did he whisper? And he's like, I wanted to stand out.
It was more effective.
Dude, because you had to listen to you had to lean into the TV. Be like, what's he saying?
Yeah.
That's literally what Jake's response was. Like, he's like, I talked at a lower tone so that everybody was forced to listen to what I have to say.
Yep.
It was effective, was it not?
Yep.
Yeah,
it sounded more intelligent. Like he wanted to listen because it sounded like he had something important and intelligent to say. Instead of just blah, 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 you know, like.
And look who's on my wall: Eddie Guerrero, the greatest, and Jake the Snake.
Yep.
Like,
for me,
my two favorite.
I have Plan 9 from Outer Space, so suck it.
Bro is back. Thank you so much, bro, for coming in over on YouTube. We appreciate you coming back for another week, saying Jay versus Dominic should happen. And I think we may be getting that tonight if that little program that we saw in the backstage area gives us any indication.
And for any wondering what this little prop in the background is, that, of course, is an homage to Karl and I, our beginnings in all of this crazy madness that we do now was in internet radio. So that is a homage to those times. That's why that is still there.
Nice. I thought that's what it was, and I was going to ask you after the show if that's what.
That's where it is.
Yep. Those were the days.
Yep. Still got it. So.
By the way, Glenn Miller played.
Still got the tattoos, eh, boys?
That was actually the first one to get the call letters tattooed on my body.
Nice.
Yeah, and this is the old logo. This is the OG logo, and I'll never get rid of it.
Yeah.
No, that's cool, dude. I remember listening to you guys when you first started. Like, and then you asked me to come in on a show just to kind of chill and give my opinion on wrestling.
I forget which one that was, but it might have been an interview.
It was in the garage.
It may have been,
It was in the garage days, and I had the whole mic. We
were in my old little sweaty apartment on Queen Street for a little while. That's where we interviewed Tyler Rax, where we interviewed Santino, Jeff Jarrett. Yep. We had some of our better moments there.
There's a part of me wishes that you guys contacted me when you guys started doing this, because that's when I started college, and I could have gotten you some good audio production gear to use for your shows.
Yep.
You know what, though?
If you still know people, we do commentary for CWE, and we could use a little bit of an upgrade to borrow.
So not to interject here, but one thing that I have been noticing now, like with the production, is that they're showing when they're in a city, like they're panning back like on actual shots of the actual city.
Yep.
That's a throwback, and I'm glad they brought that back.
Yeah.
It helps promote the city that they're doing the shows in.
I was just gonna, good way to promote the city. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Like this scene right here, State Farm Arena.
Yeah. And speaking of spray tan, we got a referee with a lot of spray tan.
Joe's theme of the night: spray tan.
Spray tan's the phrase of the night. You
name
the episode "Spray Tan."
Scrap Daddy Adam Pierce.
There must have been a big sale at the Dayton, Ohio Walmart for spray tan.
Right.
The cheap one, not the good one.
Mm-hmm.
And Adam Pierce has clearly been using the Shino Ballo. Little Simpsons reference for you guys.
Oh my God.
Bobby, for us, it's going to be in September in our location, but the CWE does shows all year long across Canada.
You guys are getting Juventud again, right?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we are.
Movie's coming back.
As the distinction, correct me if I'm wrong, that he was actually the one responsible. I mean, Danny might not be around had it not been for Hoovy, right?
That's exactly it.
When Danny had his car accident.
Yep.
Oh shit! Yeah, they were all involved in that. I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
I believe him. He pulled him out of the ditch, or otherwise Danny might not be around anymore.
Oh, wow, dude, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Holy, what a memory, dude! Like,
Well, we were just talking about that at the last show, actually.
I was too into the show. Wasn't that when Joe was there? The last show?
No, the
that I
last
went
show
to?
was D'Lo. Yeah, the last show you went to was
me,
the last show Joe was at. Yeah.
Yeah, the one
When you were
It
here.
was too cold.
it was too cold. Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember,
that was the last show I went to, bro.
We were out there talking with him and Deuce. Yeah, remember that. That background with like that modified kind of Titantron they have with the bat there. That was pretty sweet.
Right?
They shrunk that.
They've got some talented people in their production team. You can tell.
Man, I gotta say, I
Panning
love
away at the right
confidence.
panning away at the right moments and whatnot. It's beautifully timed.
I love the confidence and swagger that we're getting out of Damian Priest now that he's the champion. It's totally throwing me back to Punishment Martinez days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Joe, all of this new that you're seeing with the Tron and everything like that all came about because of a PLE that they did in just a little bit of a smaller arena where they had to modify things, and it just worked beautifully.
So they just stuck with it.
Yeah. Bro's asking, what do you guys rank Jey Uso? I rank him 4 out of 5 yeets.
Yeah.
I can mute myself briefly so I can actually hear him talk.
But yeah, this whole new setup, I've been trying to figure it out when it actually started. I would say I think Survivor Series.
I think so.
Because I wanted to say like we used smaller sets for Backlash last year, but no, we went back to the large sets afterwards.
Yeah.
I like the entrance music for her. And yes, I will say it. I love Walter's entrance music. I cannot not call him Walter. Sorry, that entrance music is perfect for him.
So it leads when I was wrestling. Look up the band Disciple and the song Game On. That's what I used was my walk-on music.
Mine was Comfortable Liar by Chevelle. 96 Quite Bitter Beans by CKY. Or Eric Bischoff's I'm Back. Those were the 3 themes I used in my career.
Yes. When I have it at this level, can you guys hear me much on the mic? Can you
Yeah,
hear
I'm picking it up.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
I just want to be careful I don't get you copyrighted there.
I appreciate that.
Because I know of how picky Facebook is. Having said that, though, to segue into a shameless plug for HTM Tech, if you will allow it, my most recent episode, I actually talked about how to handle internet trolling. And at the beginning, I was actually able to use part of the Living Color theme music, and I did not get flagged for it. So
I noticed that.
yeah.
We have got Gunther in the ring now.
I think the key was keeping it to about 10 seconds.
Whoa! We got a run-in Perish happening.
What's up?
So,
What's up, homie?
I want to hear this part. Oh, he's talking shit now. I have a feeling Gunther would, or Walter, Gunther, whatever. I have a feeling that he would probably do a very good Arnold Schwarzenegger impression.
yeah, probably better yet. I think that Gunther would be a great world heavyweight champion.
He would be a great character in a Terminator movie. make him a Terminator.
He'd be a great Bond villain, man.
Right? He could be the new version of Jaws, the Bond villain.
I commend the confidence of Gunther.
Yeah. Not the best promo of all time, but some confident promo.
Yeah, getting
oh no, he didn't say that.
Oh, but you're wrong, Damian.
Oh no, you didn't.
Let's be honest. Being on the streets is a choice. Come on. I mean, don't blame me that your parents thought their offspring is not likely to provide you with a good life. But my my qualities and my greatness were recognized for the whole life.
Wow.
I think Gunther maybe needs some Jake the Snake lessons.
Maybe.
To just crank up the intensity a little bit. Like he's like almost there, but not quite. There you go. Get a little angry. Come on.
Of this great sports and the World Heavyweight Championship.
Calling it the World's Heavyweight Championship. Nice.
Yep.
I like that expression.
I do not understand why all those people here don't love you to death.
I just caught the worlds. Yep.
Yep.
Whatever you're going to achieve in life.
To me, that more than WWE Championship. Like World's Heavyweight Championship sounds like it really means and stands for something.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
You know, for somebody who seems to have so much clarity, it's crazy to me that you can't see what's going to come right at you.
Punches are hitting real close right now.
Why you lost your title at WrestleMania. It's the same reason you're going to lose to me at SummerSlam. It's because you don't have any heart. You don't know what it feels like to have to fight for everything you have. SummerSlam, I'm going to remain a campeón.
I don't know if it's the lights that are just hot on them right now, but it almost looks like Damian is getting emotional in his eyes.
Yeah, he definitely something's going on for sure. Sorry, Joe, you said something. I muted your mic because I could hear your tablet. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know what to make of this.
One big sob.
Okay, So I see that he's wearing it says one big SOB on his shirt. But when I first quickly saw that, I saw one big slob on his shirt.
That's great. We got to patent that.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess we're getting Damian and Braun next.
That stadium in Cleveland looks pretty sweet.
Yeah.
This big outdoor arena. I always like when big shows are done in big outdoor venues like that.
Bro says he thinks Roman will make sure Cody beats Solo for the title and Jimmy at SummerSlam. Maybe.
Not a bad call. Makes sense in the long term.
Mr. Chris Perish, we're in commercial break.
What's up?
I said, we're in commercial break. How was your day?
It's getting to the good part.
Good.
Well, I got to the good part, and then I got to another good part when I came. Because, get home, see my kid, and then I come in.
Of course.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that movie Twisters.
I don't know if you guys are seeing the same commercials as me, but that Airbnb logo looks like a set of balls.
It does. Yep. I've actually
Not very big ones, though.
no.
Yeah, it's.
I wouldn't comment even more on that one.
Yeah, just leave it.
I was gonna go somewhere with that, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you'd be the only one.
Friday is payday, and I will actually be making a reservation on Airbnb.
Nice.
I've never lived in an Airbnb, but I've ate at a B&B.
Oh.
Bed and breakfast.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about, but Airbnbs kind of creep me out a little bit.
Why?
It's staying at somebody else's house.
You're not going to the island, man.
I don't know. It just seems
I'm
creepy
pretty sure
paying to stay in somebody else's house. So,
essentially that's what a hotel is. It's like what somebody else thought it should look like.
Yep.
The way I'm looking at it is when I go down to Toronto, I can spend $400 for an Airbnb where we have our own private entrance, kitchen, bathroom with full shower, bed, living room, television, Wi-Fi for the entirety, for the 4 days.
Ooh.
Or I can go into a hotel that would cost me $250 to $300 a night.
Yeah. Fuck that.
You need to do the hopper app, dude.
When's the Toronto trip?
September.
Damn. I'm going to Toronto for 2 days for August 20th and the 21st, which of course is my birthday. So spending 2 days in Toronto.
Nice.
And go do some stuff. Go to like Yuck Yucks and that kind of stuff. Spend a couple days in Toronto and take the train to Toronto and then the train back.
What were
Instead of having to drive around Toronto, which can be less than entertaining.
Yeah.
That's a little stressful. I've done it. It's stressful.
It's not bad. It's just time consuming, and then transit is just a really efficient way to get around Toronto. Honestly,
it is. Yeah.
I was just watching the security guys, just seeing if I recognized anybody. That'll be a good match. Sami.
I don't know any of them.
One of them did look familiar, but I just couldn't put my finger on it.
So I guess Bro's asking, what is your favorite WWE title?
Oh,
The old IC title. Hands down.
Big Gold.
That's not a WWE title.
Winged Eagle.
I don't count the World's Heavyweight title as a WWE title. To me, that's WCW or NWA. But depends on
I'm not. So
depends on the generation, because I feel like depending on the generation you grew up on, you're going to be a little biased to the titles that you grew up on.
Yep.
Obviously, like I love the Big Eagle, the Winged Eagle. I love the classic tag and Intercontinental, but I also love the current SmackDown tags. I think they did a fantastic job on those.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Here's one that not a lot of people will say. The UK championship that they had. That was a beautiful championship. And the UK tag titles, great.
Because they look very distinctively UK as well. They didn't look like the American, the US titles. That's what made it really stand out. Is it they went out of their way to make it look unique.
For me, if there's meaning behind the design, it just has an additional to it. Like when they gave out the meaning to what the current title that Damian Priest has, and they laid out kind of why it's there, and now there's like a backstory to how this title came to be. I respect that, and I don't hate on it because there's that. But when you give me this Orange County chopper crap that Cody kind of got like a refurbished version of over the times, because we don't know if we want it to be a red strap, or blue strap, black strap. Oh no, we'll just color it in because I don't know. We let Triple H's daughter fill it out. I don't know, allow the wrestlers a little bit more input, maybe if you don't have any ideas.
Having said that, then going from best, what was the worst WWE title?
24/7.
Yeah, 24/7.
Yeah, 24/7.
Now, are you talking just like the concept of the title, or just like the belt itself?
No, the belt itself.
Both. Yeah.
The belt itself, because the concept was interesting to me, at least. I knew that they weren't going to go full hardcore because, I mean, that's what everybody thought the 24/7 title was going to be, was just the hardcore belt, but in a PG era.
Those copper and nickel tag titles that they finally got rid of.
Yeah.
I mean,
those stupid tags.
I took a number 2 before I got in here, and they looked better than that.
Right. Wait, you took a Bubba Deuce?
No, I took a.
Right.
I took something else.
I was waiting for Karl to cue up the graphic there.
I took a pair of shoes.
But going back to favorite championships, this one for me is probably one of the more beautiful championships that the WWF did.
You know what?
That they did for Andre the Giant that never essentially came to fruition.
You know what really makes it
I was going to
cool
say, is that the Andre version of the belt or the Hogan version? Because they look almost the same.
Similar, but the Andre version.
Bobby's stats now are like in sync right now.
What really made that belt work is like the WWE logo was very subtle. The focus wasn't on the company name, and I like that you show like the different countries where it was being defended or whatnot. That just adds even more of that prestige, right? It looks like a legit professional wrestling.
I wanted like a different flag, and everybody's like, "What's that?" And then WWE just like makes up a flag for Partsukana.
Right.
Okay, bro, if people want to, they can, but we have entertained this for you before. So We have done it before.
Yeah, not going to say it till we see him actually come out to the ring.
Right.
No yeet.
So I'm really curious now, like how this now is it just Raw that's moving over to Netflix, or is SmackDown?
Everything.
for Canada.
Everything in Canada.
Yeah.
Is moving
SmackDown.
And
SmackDown
everywhere
does
else.
have U.S. television rights. They're going to USA along with NXT,
Interesting.
so they still have those rights.
Yeah.
Raw exclusively for the United States is going to Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, as Karl said, in Canada, it's all going because Sportsnet is going to be no longer.
Legitimately bummed because I am not a fan of Netflix. I don't think that they have a whole lot of content on their service that's worth it, honestly.
Well, they will when the
Yeah.
WWE network moves there.
Yeah.
From what I understand, they want to bring the whole catalog, kind of like the WWE Netflix, and bring that over.
Interesting.
So it's like its own section, kind of how like when you go to Disney Plus, you can go to the Marvel section, and it's everything Marvel. I think that is probably the idea. Which, if that's the case, I'm down for, because that means it's a way better version of what the network was.
Yeah.
What I think would also be really smart of them to do as well is to have just like a WWE tier of Netflix, where like if you want to just subscribe to the WD part of Netflix, then you can. That would be smart, because I don't really care for any of the other Netflix content. I would want to just subscribe to just the WWE part of it.
They still might.
Yeah.
They may. You never know.
Yeah.
I wonder if Netflix will get like immediate releases to all WWE studio movies moving forward. That's what I'm kind of curious in.
They may.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Right. Yeah, because you got a pretty good sized library of stuff there too, right? So.
But yes, on Netflix in Canada and everywhere else in the world, it is going to be every show, including PLEs.
Can't wait for that, dude.
That's why if people have a VPN, sign up to the American Netflix and you can get everything.
Wait, so the Canadian one's not going to include the like the big shows, or it is going to?
No, the Canadian one has everything.
Oh,
but if you're American, you might want to get a VPN, because you're going to have to watch Raw on Netflix and then go to USA for NXT. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so in the US, get a VPN
Yeah.
to access Canadian Netflix.
You got to get a VPN sponsor on board. That'd be a smart thing.
I've looked into it and tried. Believe you me.
I've tried a couple VPNs, but I always felt like it really slowed my internet connection down.
I literally got it.
Now, mind you, that was probably like a good 4 or 5 years ago since I've tried a VPN. But I found like it really slowed things down.
So when the Netflix first launched, I said Netflix. I meant
Wait,
network.
wait a second. Did you just Bret Hart that word? Did you just say the Netflix?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was a good catch.
And I corrected
I
myself.
totally missed that. That's great.
Hey, at one point, Facebook was called the Facebook. Or
Yes.
or at least Mark
Yeah,
Zuckerberg.
it was called the
But-
Facebook. Yeah.
Also, earlier in the episode, nobody caught it, but I heard it. But Bubba also Bret Harted himself too when he said in the SummerSlam.
Yeah, but
I
that's
do that all
okay.
the time, though. It's expected from me. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Bret Hart,
You're supposed
Bret
to be the
Hart is
smart guy.
Bret Hart is now officially
Okay. Okay. I mean,
Bret Hart is now officially a verb.
Yes, he is.
Good
And he
win.
ra-
Good
and
win.
He rates the verb 4 out of 10.
There we go. Damian Priest with the win. Way to go.
When is
But no
running
word of a
towards
lie
the
when,
barricade ever resulted in a good thing happening? I don't think
No
it
word
ever
of
has.
No word of a lie. When the network first got launched in the States, I purposely got a VPN so I can get the network in the US.
Yep. Comes the big man.
Gunther.
He looks mad.
Nope. So is Gunther just on his own now, like Dragunov, and when they're not like the Imperium anymore?
They kicked Vinci out of it a few months back, and Kaiser is currently injured.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't expect this to happen. Okay.
Bubba, I'm proud of you.
Why?
Because we were talking about that, and you're a little behind, so you just tuned us out and still was enjoying it. So I'm proud of you for that. I'm not even joking.
Yeah, no, I wasn't even listening to you. I was just like, well, why is he coming out here?
Who's the blonde?
Maxine Dupree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you see that in the background?
Yep. And I was seeing in the foreground.
It's a peeping Chad.
And then you have Akira Tozawa just. Yep.
It's my man Otis. Time to go away, Otis. Time to go away.
I like how Otis's outfit is very similar to what Daniel Bryan's was when he joined the Wyatt family.
So you just got out of the clink.
True.
It looks like a little ode to Heavy Machinery too, because it looks like he's from like a shop.
Yeah.
Hey, you have 5 very different characters on screen at the moment.
Why is really?
Yet the funny thing is, Joe, they are all linked together with the exception of Xavier Woods.
Interesting.
Explain why. Is it because of something that we can see?
Yeah.
Dear God, you should have said that.
Oh my God, Perish. What? Give your head a shake, boy.
I tried to give him so many outs, and he did not take it.
Very odd entrance.
Nope,
there.
decided to stay in.
What the hell?
You're like Stephon Diggs and Family Feud.
Keep
Keep it
spraying like I don't know if those were like fire extinguishers or what those were, but
No, that's dry ice.
oh, okay.
guns. That's KC squared, as I like to call them. And who's the girl in the middle again?
Katana Chance, who's that?
That's Casey Catanzaro.
That's
Oh, they changed their name.
Well, a lot of the people weren't able to get their real names trademarked.
That's stupid.
Well, that's just a legality thing. That had nothing to do with WWE.
Oh, okay.
Because they even Gunther talked about that, and he actually welcomed the change.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people got so butthurt about he's not Walter anymore, and then he's like, I love it.
Yep, I'm still one of those people. But with Casey Catanzaro, Casey Catanzaro, is her name copyrighted somewhere else? Is that why they're not able to?
No, it's just her legal name, so you can't trademark a legal name.
yeah.
But couldn't she still kind of use it? Randy Orton's his actual name. Could he not?
His real legal name is Randall, not Randy.
Yeah. See the catch 22 right there, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
American copyrights, man, they're freaking
America.
weird.
But then that brings the argument. Then, say for example, with Becky Lynch, I hear that on the independent scene, she's using her legal name Rebecca Quinn. So is it just
independent?
She doesn't trademark it. She can just use it.
Okay. So WWE's legality is different with that. Okay.
Yeah, and
It's
there's also a rumor going out there that moving forward, people who get released from WWE will be able to keep that name now.
Interesting.
I say rumor because nothing's been confirmed about it, but it's been heavily discussed.
Interesting.
That's cool.
That's a big departure from, the Vince McMahon era, where he would definitely not allow those kind of things, right? So
I don't think it was a Vince thing. I think it didn't the U.S. government go they cleared some rule or something where I think it was like the no competes and stuff like that. I think that kind of, I don't know if that has something to do with it, but I know the U.S. law put out some stuff not too long ago that might have helped it. But also, yes, I mean, I don't think it's a fart in the wind. Triple H does do business different than Vince did.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, like I said before you stepped in, Perish, like as somebody who's, you know, legitimately not watched Raw for nearly 2 years now, you know, watching now, like it feels like a completely different product, right? You can tell that there's, you know, production-wise, you know, they're even doing little commercial bits, like they're showing what the downtown of the city that they're in looks like. You know, little stuff like they used to do. You can just tell like there's a completely different mind behind stage there, and definitely in a good way. You know, now the stuff with TNA as well, you know, partnering with other companies. I mean, all good stuff, right?
I think what people are seeing is what Triple H was doing in NXT, because he did have, for the most part, full reign with NXT. Unless Vince is like, nope, I want to do something, then obviously he does. It's his company. He was entitled to do whatever the hell he wanted when he owned it. But at the same time, now you're seeing it on a giant, like a bigger level, and like he's doing it on just a global platform. And when you can do it on a global platform, you're going to make global decisions, and you're going to make a global impact.
Because it'd be really cool, you know, to see like what other companies that they can partner with. I still think that, you know, WWE doing stuff with like say like a New Japan or something, we could open the door for some really cool stuff, right? You know, that's where
just
you know,
in
that's
New Japan.
No, AJ Styles was in Pro Wrestling Noah. And then
right.
Io Shirai was with the Marigold
Okay.
promotion.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I-
didn't mean to
you know,
step on your toes.
So I've said it before. I still want to see Cena versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. That's a dream match, right? So you know, that's the kind of stuff where you could go to like the Tokyo Dome and do like a big like co-promoted show and really, you know, do something cool.
It's too
You
bad
know,
we may not see
Gunther
that
versus here. I'll throw a really cool one. Gunther versus Minoru Suzuki.
Yeah, I don't
Right.
think we're going to be seeing that anytime soon,
No.
given that New Japan has the relationship with AEW.
Xavier Woods versus Hiromu Takahashi. There's a good matchup. Like there's you could have like a whole long list of WWE versus New Japan guys that you could have a killer show there if you really wanted to do something huge,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Again, New Japan has a partnership with AEW, not with WWE.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of
So
time we were saying for a long time that they weren't going to do anything with TNA, and they are now.
No, they're just
anything
obligated to do stuff with AEW though. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying. Yeah, like they won't be doing something with both promotions.
That could change.
I think that's
change.
part of it. AEW,
It could.
I don't think AEW would allow WWE to share partners with
No,
somebody.
I think
they're
WD
partnered.
could just come in and just be like, no, we're just gonna. They could just come in and just blow them out over money wise.
I mean, what WWE does is like allow
Yep.
people like Stephanie Vacker to like experience maybe, hey, I might not appreciate something like this, and then
Right.
when she gets the opportunity, go.
Right. Because also
And
New
that's
Japan,
probably a new name for you too, Joe, is Stephanie Backer.
Hmm.
That you need to check her out.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Julia is on her way to NXT as well,
nice. Yep.
and then
From,
so is Delta.
Yeah, from Stardom.
Yep.
Yep.
Julia's helping start up the Marigold promotion as well.
Yep.
And that's something WWE has. I'm trying to remember like which person actually inside WWE kind of helped kind of bring that to light. I want to say Regal, but I don't even think it was him. I think it was somebody completely different.
I'm not sure.
Which story, Perish? I lagged out a bit there. Surprise.
You don't say.
Surprise, surprise.
So when it comes
Tell
to
the hamster to run faster.
So when it comes to the Japan stuff, I think it would depend on who. Because I mean, why his name escapes me now. I mentioned Tyler Breeze in NXT when he was under contract with New Japan. Right?
Jushin Liger.
Liger, right? He was under contract with New Japan. So I think it would just depend on the talent. Then maybe like you partner with like Pro Wrestling Noah, but you can still get some New Japan guys in, depending on the names and availability and all that.
So So when the Liger and Tyler Breeze match happened, Liger actually didn't have a New Japan contract. He was working as a freelance at the time.
Oh, okay.
Tyler Breeze?
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze was contracted to WWE at the time.
Yeah. That's right.
But Liger wasn't.
No, Liger wasn't. But like one of you
Yeah.
said Breeze was working in there. I think you meant to say Liger, but I just wanted to make sure that was
Yeah.
correct.
I mean, he may have been briefly out of contract, but I mean, he was still a New Japan guy.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Because around that time, Liger was going on like a retirement tour, wanted to go do matches like in companies he hadn't worked for yet. So,
because I see a guy like Okada in AEW, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, why are you not in WWE? Like,
I'll almost guarantee that Tony Khan probably ended up throwing more money out there in less dates. Because that's what I hear is the big selling point of why people go to AEW.
the money. Yep.
And less dates. Like people got to remember, they don't do house shows in AEW. They don't do all these loops. They really work a quarter of the dates that WWE asks.
Yep.
Yeah, who would turn that down? Work less, paid more.
Yeah.
Dude, I would sign up for that shit.
I think people that actually want to perform in front of 50,000 people every
Weird.
month.
She rolled right into that pin. That was really weird.
Wow. Both
That was-
tumbled. Okay.
After taking a move like
Great
that, you should have at least
freaking
counted two.
Camera angle.
Just everyone getting tossed out of the ring. That was cool.
Watch the camera angle coming up, Bubba.
I'm watching. Oh, dude, that is cool.
Right?
Holy. They just made that look more dramatic than what it really was. That was cool. Yeah. Again, Joe's been saying it all night. Just proves that there's people working in the production crew that know what they're doing.
Yeah. No, for some reason I want pizza.
Not from there, though.
You know what? The Little Caesars here in Brantford is actually really good.
I almost ordered
Yeah.
pizza today.
Pizza.
The Little Caesars here is not. I get so.
Depends which
bad
one you go to.
heartburn.
In town here, our best pizza place is actually a little mom and pop place. It's called Stromboli's, and their pizza is effing incredible.
Nice.
Because they put their toppings on right near the end of making their pizza, so it doesn't come all like super crispy. So like the toppings are like really fresh on your pizza.
Okay.
Really good. Yeah, very good. Nice crust,
The
not
one
too
pizza
thick, not
joint
too
I've been
heavy.
wanting to try out. The one pizza joint I've been wanting to try out in our city is Red Swan. I've been wanting to try that place out.
Yeah.
Depending on when you call and what you get, it's really good.
Well, that's all pizza joints though, Bubba.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
don't give it a bad rep if it's the first time and it's kind of Try it again.
I found the story, and apparently, with an interview with Number Web, Ogawa revealed that Triple H was instrumental in encouraging him to break away from Stardom and launch the Marigold promotion.
Really?
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That's why Rossi Ogawa's been at NXT a lot lately. He's just there to pick Triple H's brain, essentially.
Well, I mean, I think it just shows a lot of people kind of what Triple H is about, and he's about wanting to create opportunities, want to start trying to expand. And if you're not happy with something, do something about it. I like food too, Leeds. I like food too.
It's amazing how some places, like you had mentioned it, Chris, where like you could go at like nighttime at a place and the food's like really good, but then you go say like middle afternoon and it could be completely different or terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
What's amazing if you're like drinking and then all of a sudden you eat something, you're just like, oh my god, that was so good. And then like a week later, you go to this place because you remember that feeling, and then it's just absolute, just terrible, and you're just like, oh, it was the drink that got me.
It's like with the strip joint, you know. It's like with a strip joint, you go at night. It's like with a strip joint, you go at nighttime, not during the day shift.
Yes, I've made that mistake once. Never again.
Man, you got to do the buffet.
That's you just killed Joe.
I muted myself because I coughed.
No, I know. I was just bugging. Looked like you were dying over there because he said that comment. The buffet.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
One of these days, I want that big ass prime bottle to be full, and I want somebody just to do the Stone Cold and be like, yeah. Now, how about it's full at SummerSlam, and then when LA Knight wins the U.S. title from Logan Paul, there you go. Carlo, you in a trance because Casey's on?
Well, I'm just trying to watch this match. That's all. It is Monday Night Raw that we're here for,
right?
Yeah.
So for those that have been here and don't know, we have got KC Squared taking on Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark.
And what has actually been a pretty entertaining match so far.
I don't know.
Well, that was interesting.
I'd rather see Sonya Deville in the ring though than Shayna Baszler, I will say.
Say that again, you mumbled.
I would rather see Sonya Deville in the ring other than Shayna Baszler.
Gotcha.
Yep.
That would defeat Sonya Deville being the leader of this group.
I would say something about Kenzero, but I think Karl would not be my friend ever again if I said my opinion. And she's good in there, but I feel like there's a lot of wasted movement, I will say.
Ooh. I mean, it's not like I'm going to disagree with that. There definitely can be.
Like it almost feels like a gymnastics routine.
Because that's technically what it is for her.
Yeah.
Being a gymnastics background and, you know, American Ninja Warrior champion.
Yep.
Come on, Lyra. There you go.
It was a really dangerous and risky spot landing on somebody's back like that. Oof. I just picture fractured ribs all day long and something like that.
I love how at the CWE show, Carl and I, Celeste was asking us questions about like the ring and how hard it is and all that. And she asked us like, why do we call the canvas or the outside of the ring the hardest part of the ring? Because Carl literally took the apron, slid it away, and showed just how hard, just why it's so hard.
I bet you her eyes were huge when you guys did that.
First bump I ever took in a ring, I basically knocked myself out. So it's not soft. Let's put it that way.
Nice match. That was a good match.
Big win for them tonight. Really solidifying dominance as a faction right now. We still have no name for them.
Well, there's names, but
the IWC is definitely giving them names.
Talent name. There you go.
I don't know what you would call. That's the thing. What do you call them? Like they're so. Like they're
the Devillians. I don't know.
I noticed that
I
one
don't know
name the
what-
other day with Cody Rhodes. And they came out and they had talent name on his graphic on the screen.
I kind of have a thought about this, and Bubba, you and I were basically talking about this on the preview show. We were talking about how damage control could be better used. I mean, wouldn't they be better used if they were just in the segment that we just saw? If you want to present damage control as a powerful faction, then that's what you do.
That's what I would say.
I have a feeling that they're planning on doing something of substance with damage control, and that's why we're seeing them in this position where you're seeing some like fracture kind of going in. Usually when you see that fracture lately with WWE, you're tending to see something come out of it. We saw that with the Bloodline, and the Bloodline is still a current slam dunk storyline in WWE television.
Yeah,
huge.
And then Judgment Day. Like, tell me the Rhea Dom thing isn't one of the best storylines coming out of Monday nights now.
That's one of the better usernames I've seen in a while, sir.
That's our good old friend.
Bulk Bogan. Nice.
Yep, that's our friend
Yes.
Bulk Bogan.
Bulk Bogan, aka the Bulkster. That is actually my tag team partner on the Raw preview show. He's actually on what I would call medical leave at the moment, but he still helps in the background, getting WWE news for us and reviewing the matches and picking ones that he really wants us to cover. So he's still my guy in the background.
That is one of those tag team belts. Interesting.
Yeah, those are the new Raw ones.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of the look of them.
All they did was change the look. They never did. It's still a circle.
Use the Google machine and look up the SmackDown ones.
Yeah.
Were they-
As Perish said, they look
Oh, they're way better.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they look very vintage almost.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of have
Yeah.
the bulldog tag title
Yeah.
look to it
Yeah.
on the outside, right?
Yeah. I like the look of those. It looks very like modern, but still old school at the same time. I like that.
Dom did not choose his words wisely in that promo.
No.
Look
No,
at
he
everybody
did
behind him.
not.
You stupid idiot.
Not cool.
Bulkster, I think it's been a decent show so far. There's been some really good stuff that's happened. There's been some stuff that's just kind of meh as well, but all in all, still Monday Night Raw, new
for
Monday
Supercards,
Night
eh?
Raw has been good.
You still play Supercard, Carl?
I do.
Yeah.
I might have to get back into that game. It's been a while since I played.
I believe Carl's been playing it for nearly a decade now. If memory
Since
serves
it
me
came out,
correctly.
yeah.
I know there's probably a different reference, but it looks like from just a WWE reference, Zelina Vega just stole Wendy Chu's first gimmick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been playing Supercard since its inception.
Yep.
We haven't done any of these yet, and we're in a commercial break, so I think it's time to maybe hear from one of our sponsors. Yes, we are sponsored by Collar and Elbow brand. My good friend Al Snow created this brand, and here is a little information about Collar and Elbow.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, the wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. Collar and Elbow is the brand. Passion and love for wrestling is the drive. I am Al Snow, and this is Collar and Elbow, the wrestling brand.
And don't forget, when you check out collarandelbowbrand.com and look over all the amazing merch that's there, use the promo code JKPodcast. That's going to get you 10% off your order. And a little bit of that does come back to us and helps with the content creations that we do here on Turnbuckle Studios. It had taken me a moment. I'm looking through our list of videos and stuff here going, okay, where is it? Where is it? Because we got so many of them here.
Which one are you looking for?
Oh, I found it. I found the collar and elbow one that I was looking for, but it took me a moment.
Oh, I thought you were looking for another one.
No, not yet.
That's what she said. Jesus. Well, if the audio's that clear, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's my way of pointing it out.
That's your way of what, sorry?
Pointing out that the audio is a little loud.
Oh.
But seriously, turn that down a little bit. We don't want to get flagged. Please.
That he's referencing you, Joe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I can barely hear it. So I'm basically just watching the show on mute.
I think it's just because it's really close to your mic, and that's where it's picking up.
It's like 3 feet away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? So what we usually do, Joe, is when there's a promo going on, that's when we turn it up and we mute our mics. You know.
Yeah.
And because I'm the one that has a different setup,
He doesn't have to do.
I
any
can
of
do
that.
all the talking because I don't have to do that.
Yeah. Scrap Daddy's in the ring.
So I guess we should see a CM Punk appearance too, right?
You would
And Drew
believe so.
McIntyre.
CM Punk
You
was
got it
actually
with,
told by
Drew
Adam
McIntyre
Pearce
out?
last week to not be at Raw tonight.
That is correct.
So if he was to show
Yeah,
up,
but do you think Punk's going to
this-
listen?
if he doesn't listen, it goes to show that I think my idea a few weeks back about them doing what Triple H and Shawn Michaels did back in 2002 with the non-sanctioned match, man, that's where I'm going.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
I think what we could see is a Tron appearance for sure from Punk at the least.
Punk
From
on
his
inside the
home.
grid.
I love the dragon on his kilt. That's cool.
Careful where you're looking there, Bubba. Might breathe some fire. You never know.
Giggity giggity.
There you go, Joe. You just got to see what happened after Money in the Bank during the post show
Yeah.
and why he was suspended and fined. This is an interesting take.
I think Parrish's idea might come to fruition here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do it. Yeah. Do it. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, a good reaction.
It would definitely be a great match. I'm curious to see where this is going here.
He's going to make him apologize.
I think so. Yep. Yep. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Can he do it? Good on you, Pierce. Good on you. Make him apologize.
I have a feeling he's just going to kick their asses instead.
We're getting this no nonsense Adam Pierce kind of authority figure, and it's kind of reminded me of, again, Jack Tunney. Jack Tunney, it was no BS. If he had a decision to make, whether you liked it or not, he was going to make it, and it was going to happen.
I hope he apologizes to the officials and then claymores Adam Pierce.
Mm. Oh. Jeez.
Yeah, so it'll have to be an unsanctioned match now.
It's freaking unhinged right now.
If I were Adam Pearce right now, I would be running out of that ring.
Unhinged and a little psychotic right now.
I have a feeling he's going to eat a Claymore kick here.
No, he's not, because this is where CM Punk comes in and saves Adam Pearce, and it becomes an unsanctioned match. And don't touch each other, don't go around each other till then, or it's canceled.
Oh, I was hoping to see Pierce get physical.
What if it's possible it ends up turning into a triple threat with these guys?
I think that's something that's been thrown around for a while, a triple threat.
Yeah.
So funny you actually say that. So I was reading an article earlier this morning about that, and it sounds like WWE officials are still adamant about making it a singles match with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, though, Rollins has the winner.
Yeah.
You could still do a
Okay.
triple threat. You can do Punk and Drew, and then Punk and Seth, or Drew and Seth, and then follow that up with a triple threat.
I have a feeling a triple threat is more interests me more. There's more story you can tell, I think.
I have an idea. I think next week you do Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. And if Drew McIntyre wins, he gets reinstated. But if Seth Rollins wins, he gets Punk instead of Drew.
Yeah, you could do that too.
That could work.
Holy plot twist, Batman.
Looked like they were about to get too close.
Yep. And Rollins just handed a kid a bottle of Prime.
Oh.
I mean, Rollins on McAfee show would be quite entertaining.
Oh.
Or it could be fun to poke fun at the Prime guys and get Matt Stone and Trey Parker on from South Park on, and then get a big bottle of Cred there instead.
So El Phantasmo is, let's just say a lot of people, mainly me, but other people say he looks like him. I've just coined this phrase. Says he looks like the Wish version of Logan Paul. I think it would be awesome if he embraces it and just comes to the ring with Gatorade bottles.
Right.
Show us the video. Okay, good. Ooh.
It's Rowan this week.
And some real emotion there. This is like Jake the Snake level promo work here.
Rowan is so underrated with his promos.
That's one of the better promos I've seen in a long time. Feeding off of real emotion there. That's
So, Joe, this is what we've been getting with this Wyatt 6.
yeah.
It has been fantastic.
Yep.
Everything from the QR codes to figuring things out to seeing everything come to fruition to now these tapes has just been beautiful.
Yeah.
And the cinematic feel to it all.
Yeah. Then I saw the one with Bo Dallas. That one was very similar to this. It's eerie how similar his voice has kind of become to Bray's as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Oh. Now I wonder if we'll get a second one with Rowan, because we did get 2 from Bo Dallas.
Right.
So I'm wondering if this is going to be, not taking it away from Bubba, but a deuce.
I do need more Rowan. I really need another Rowan promo.
Yeah. He's so good at it. Like,
yeah, he's beautiful at it.
Like I said, he's extremely underrated. I forgot how good of a promo he actually was.
Yeah.
Or actually is, I should say.
I suspect during his brief time with AEW there that he sat under the Jake Roberts learning tree a little bit there.
I'm just go one more. The guy was a brother to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I don't care how nostalgic people is. I'm putting Bray Wyatt on the same level of a Jake Roberts in terms of promo.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
In fact, I will even caution to say he might even be better based on the era he's doing this in.
Yeah.
And the fact that there is an internet to expose and he is still staying unexposed, or he did stay unexposed, So there's a level of patience that he had to do that was very difficult. But also that's a very much an opinionated thought. So
yeah,
I think the fact that Rowan gets to be absorbed by all this intelligence and advice and all that, I think he's just a sponge, and this is what we're seeing as a result of it all.
Well, you hit the nail on the head there, because like in an age where it's almost impossible to not get exposed on the internet, to
One of the things that I'm kind of enjoying about seeing Rowan back in the WWE is like hearing the stories you guys have of meeting him at CWE, and the picture I have actually got on my computer of Rowan hugging OMD. It's total night and day from what you guys tell me of how Rowan is versus how he is on screen, and I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the beauty of character work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows that separation, though. That's what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good character actor, very much so.
Because I mean, there are a ton of professional wrestlers out there that are fantastic in the ring, but then grab a microphone and they fall completely flat. Right. So
Ricochet, for instance.
Yeah, unfortunately, he would definitely fall into that category.
Well, I mean, even just take early Roman Reigns. Like, even
yeah,
it took Cena calling him out on the spot, and sometimes you just have to swim with the sharks or get eaten by the little fishies.
Right.
So it's do or die when you're there live. You get a little bit of leeway when you get to do these segments where you have the ability to kind of just collect yourself and get into that character a little bit more. But at the end of the day, as a viewer, all you want to see is something of substance, and that is nothing short of substance.
Yeah.
And I think, as Bro's saying here, what about Bo Dallas? I think he's come to that point as well. He's really started to kind of embody that and being able to character work nicely with this whole Wyatt Six.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice thing as well is that Amanda Huber has actually come out and said that she is very happy for Rowan, and to know that the Wyatt Six and this legacy is continuing. And she is very thankful about that and ecstatic over it.
Well, not that it's official right now. I'm going off topic here, but it looks like we're getting a Jelly Roll concert at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
At this point, I just want the dude from TikTok, that cinnamon roll guy, to come out and interfere.
Right.
I'm gonna just be the first one to say I'm not into Jelly Roll at all. Like the guy
I've heard, it's
not my cup of tea. And Triple H, back with what the music you were giving us at NXT, that rock, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not this watered down country rock.
I actually like
Corey Taylor. I'm sure like Stone Sour.
What angers me most about modern country, I can listen to like Hank Williams or like Johnny Cash or something, because those songs have like some substance to it. But like with like modern like country music, quote unquote, they'll take like a really popular like rock song and then like countryize it, and my blood boils. It's just like, that is not right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought Joe was going to go into the Bo Burnham stuff that we were talking about the other day, Perish, with country music.
That was yesterday.
No, wasn't it the day that you thought my roommate was listening to country music?
I played the country thing yesterday for you.
Oh.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
And there we go, bro. Your favorite is there. Yeet.
Yeet.
Jay Uso.
Be careful, his glasses are breaking the ring there.
Even Pat McAfee and Michael Cole getting in on the action there, having foam fingers.
But not Dom. Dom wasn't eating.
Nope.
By the way, a little wrestling history for Dayton, Ohio that I just popped in my head. I just remembered this. The very first King of the Ring on pay-per-view took place at this arena.
Oh, nice.
Man, this early aggressive by Dom.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Women will make you do crazy things.
The confidence this kid now has in himself in that ring is just insane.
I mean, compared to when he debuted 4 years ago, it's a total night and day.
Yeah.
I love McAfee on commentary.
What I think makes him so good in that position, when he's done actual professional wrestling training with somebody the caliber like a Rip Rogers, I think he very much learned that pro wrestling psychology. And I think that makes him really, really good in that commentary position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would also think just him being a little unorthodox, though, and just he's able to be himself. And when he's himself, he can get out of making a mistake just by talking, making a joke, and things like that. He has that natural charisma, too. But he also has that natural charisma to not just talk himself into something that makes you say, like, what? He doesn't Adam Lee, he knows how to stay on point, and he'll still get the point across, which is pretty remarkable.
Dom had a chance to do the three amigos there, but did not do it.
Yeah, he did. He hit all three.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I only saw one there.
I counted. Oh. I just got 3.
Oh, okay.
I think the only thing I would ask Dom to improve upon, his speed when going after the 619 still not quite there.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then again, I'm kind of drawing comparison to when his dad does it, and his dad just has unbelievable amounts of speed.
Right.
His dad can fit through the ropes better, too. Dom's getting bigger, so he might start getting a little too large to actually execute that move reliably.
I also kind of would like him just to stop using it. I want to see him slowly fade away from doing his dad's stuff until he actually does have matches with his dad, and then he can be more of a dick by doing that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like,
well, that'll be tough. Eddie's not around anymore, so.
Hey, he's been doing a lot of Eddie stuff tonight.
I know.
A lot of Eddie stuff, so.
He's been doing a lot of Eddie stuff over the last few weeks.
Still unconfirmed that he is Eddie Guerrero's son, so.
And
he's even looking like Eddie.
Yeah.
Nothing's really worked, though, because he still hasn't got Mamacita back. So,
yeah.
See? He just has to stop doing daddy stuff and do his own stuff.
Right?
I'm still able to get back to my point. Ironically, after what I just said about McAfee.
And I mean, I even asked my friend Shawl, and she's not giving up any info either. She's claiming that Dominic Mysterio is not her brother.
I mean,
yeah, she's just keeping the storyline going. That's all.
Man, what a dynamic they could have been.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a mommy versus like Shao Guerrero.
So heads up to Joe and Perish. If Karl, myself, or Bubba go offline, it's because the thunderstorm's rolling in over top of us right now.
Yeah.
That's
It was raining earlier. I heard it.
Thanks, Perish.
Cool.
That's the way to go out.
we had a thunderstorm earlier today here actually too. It
We're,
rained really heavy for like an hour or so.
Apparently, we're supposed to get a bad thunderstorm tonight.
Yeah, it's already rolling over us, dude.
Yeah, well, no shit, Sherlock. You just said that.
Jesus.
Rumba.
Easy now, guys. We're not in grade 5 again.
Yes, we are.
We always are.
Oh yeah, you guys got a big system, Baron.
Yeah, look at this.
It's coming from like the southwest. Right up your ass there.
Yeah.
That's the radar, boys.
Yeah.
Your cloud looks a little full there on your iPhone.
This isn't an iPhone, bro.
I know. that was part of the joke there, Bubba.
Damn,
Let me
Android
full
phone
screen that
users,
for a
you.
second.
Pardon me?
I said I just needed to full screen for a second to see your screen there.
Yeah.
You need to watch your reflections in your dildo showing.
Yeah.
What? That's a damn lamplight, you fool.
Oh well.
Dildo. What the hell?
You got some weird looking lamps in your
I
room
said,
there, bro.
pardon? What happened? I looked away for 2 seconds there.
I was going to say, well, there's proof of what he talked about last night.
How your lights get turned on is their business, Bubba.
Right?
You know, up until just recently, I didn't realize that they actually sold those at Walmart.
Lights?
What, dildos?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We'll be perfectly fine, Bobby. We've been through rainstorms, snowstorms, any kind of storms you can think of.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, I love you, dude.
I was like, man, I
Thank
thought that
you
was
for
a
coming in
family
tonight.
store. I'm like, you guys are awesome. You guys sell all kinds of stuff.
Oh, it's a family store, all right.
Oh, what a great match we're having here between Dirty Dom and...
Yeah, there's a wrestling match still currently happening.
Right now, Jey Uso is properly introducing Dominic Mysterio to his good old-fashioned every Monday night eat and greet as he is taking the yeet down to Dom.
Oh, that camera. Oh, that camera angle was terrible.
Which angle was it? I missed it.
Did it look
When
like
you get the
ass there,
uppercut?
Carl?
Hey, what? Who?
Did it look like ass?
Yeah, it did look like ass. Yeah, so Jay went to go give the ATM in the corner and totally missed Dominic's head.
Oh,
Okay, this spot's getting old. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Liv's got him in full mount there.
Like, just pie face her out. Like,
Do it. You
I'm
want
kind of
to
at that
Dom?
point where I want to see
Sure.
Dom like be a little bit more of a man.
A dick?
Just
Girl
yeah,
set?
like
Something?
something.
Uh-oh, Skedios. Run!
Yeah,
Oh, no.
did they do this exact bit just the other day?
He was on top
yeah, just last week.
time.
Oh, okay. So they just
Now
reversed
she's
positions.
holding him down and making him.
Gotcha.
I mean, is Dom getting counted out?
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah, he should be.
come on, Raph. Stop marking out and do your job.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, it should be.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is probably the finish right now.
Yeah, what a spear. And
well, his butt was closer to his face on that angle there, Carl.
Get in the ring and
Yep.
win your match. That's
yep,
just what
he
she
was.
said. That was stupid. Uso splash. 1, 2, 3. Mommy looks really impressed on the outside. Like, yeah, you can't even win a match.
Good old Jay.
The cameraman doing his damnedest to not focus in on her chest, but it's difficult.
I mean, yeah.
Mm.
Looking forward to this matchup tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Oh,
banger for
yeah.
sure.
Did you see? He's like, call me. That's funny.
You notice, Joe, as well, this is something a little bit different that they've been doing, right? They're giving really good promos for different stars and not just like stupid little 10-second whatever things. Like they're actually doing really good with them and showcasing the opponents and the talents that there is.
The show's completely different flow to it now from when I stopped watching.
Yeah, it's beautiful that they're doing this too, because again, like you, Joe, being a Laps fan, let's say you didn't know who Ilja Dragunov was.
I just got a little snapshot there.
Yeah, those little packages that they've been doing are just awesome. That I'm glad that they do this.
When I was still watching, I mean, it was still a lot of things were still getting changed last second by Vince, and he would call audibles during the show. When you can always see it now, so the show has a full O to it, right? So,
yeah,
no,
it has a really good flow. The continuity between everything is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you are insane, Chad, for doing what you're going to do tonight. He's coming out to call out Bo Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he believes in himself, all right?
Heel.
Yeah, but I got a feeling we're going to be saying RIP, and I don't mean run and perish to Chad Gable.
I mean, you can only run in once a night, I think.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. This is our show, and we'll do what we damn well please.
I
Joe.
run. I guess maybe you had to do like a dump run or something.
Well,
That's called a Bubba Deuce.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or a locker room visit.
I'm not talking about going to your local landfill.
Or you go to Tinkle Towers.
Tinkle Towers, yep. Tinkle Towers as well.
I like the OMD one, the
locker room visit.
Locker room visit one,
yeah.
I still want to get that shirt at some point. I like that one.
You think we all kind of do? It's a pretty cool shirt.
It is.
Yeah.
I think you want to do.
I very well might have to go shortly.
Hey, just make sure you order 2, right?
When you're nibbling on the remainders of popcorn, I guess anything could happen.
Can you add logos to the back of the shirt, Karl, on those?
Add logos to what? Sorry?
Like, you know how that's like the front of the T-shirt? Can you put something on the back as well, or is it just...
I have not been able to find yet with Redbubble where I'm able to do that. It's something that I'll have to definitely take a deeper look into, but I'm sure I can figure something out.
Okay, so I've got Redbubble fresh in my mind. We've got a half hour till the end of the show. I got to send you those my logos for Saturday Night Gaming, Karl.
Yeah, send them.
Yeah, I'm going to do that after the show.
Okay.
So I'm keeping Redbubble fresh in my brain for the next half hour for that.
Good luck.
That ain't going to happen.
I might even want to order something custom maybe for the HTM tech shirt. Can you do like custom orders too?
Yeah, I can do whatever I want with Redbubble.
Nice.
You said within limitations, obviously, blah, 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 bullshit.
We don't want any, like genitalia on the T-shirts or anything.
Probably not a good idea.
No.
Yeah, no, that's when you put on underwear, dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get to the age where I forget to leave the house and forget to put things on. So just put me in the old folks' home, please.
I think I forgot how to wear a shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Cool, looking like Randy from Trailer Park Boys.
Show up to work with no pants on. They're like, what are you doing there?
That's the best way to get a mental leave for sure.
You just put your arms through your underwear and you're like, oh crap, not again.
Right. Joe's done it before.
I could use a mental leave from work. That might be a good idea, actually.
There you go. You got it from the best man in the business.
Yeah, work's been challenging lately.
Make sure you wear dirty underwear, though. You can't get away with it without dirty underwear. Just rub the chocolate bar on the back. You'll be fine. Nobody will know.
T.L. Hopper used to Payday.
I don't want to waste a perfectly good chocolate bar, though. I like chocolate bars.
Use a Payday, he says. Jesus.
T.L. Hopper used it as a Payday.
It would be moist. I don't think it would be moist enough.
Well, I don't think people are testing its.
Yeah, they're not going to go down there and smell it.
Yeah, they're not going to do a taste test. All right, Joe. I don't know what fantasy you're hoping to gain out of this, but that's not going to happen.
I just want a week. I just want a week off from work. That's all I want.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be serving it on a platter and be like, "Hey guys, tell me what hour I did this in."
I don't get paid vacation time. Help me out here.
Paid vacation time.
Look, guys, I brought enough for the entire class.
It all depends.
Sharing is
depends on what old people with bladder problems wear.
Yeah, OMD wears those.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be 40.
Hey, no. He has a bag for all that. All right.
I'm gonna be 44 next month. God damn, where's the time gone?
Usually on your wrist, if you're wearing a watch. On the wall, if there's a clock.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We're here all night, folks.
No, 11 o'clock. We out. I made a boo boo today. I have to go fix it tomorrow.
Okay.
Santa Claus is in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see that, Carl?
Yeah, I did. Of course. I know him personally.
I just wanted to make sure you seen him.
Guys!
Well, he's lying. He actually
is.
Carl actually is Santa Claus.
Shh, you're not supposed to tell people.
Gable's looking sad inside this room right now. You know him.
I used to work with him.
What?
It's Elf, bro. Jesus. Man, are you like home D2 and not watch movies? Like, what are we even doing here?
I don't watch anything with that guy in it.
I picked the wrong week to not drink.
Yeah, I want to see this part.
Spoiler alert.
Just use the F word there.
There's a problem, apparently. Oh, wow.
Who are these two guys? Ooh.
Those are the Creed brothers.
There's a nasty spot into the barrier there.
Wow.
I'm just laughing it off here.
Oh, this is great.
I love it.
I love that front flip. That was gorgeous. Come on, Tozawa. Come on, Otis. Oh.
Someone's going to be coming down the entryway because there's a camera looking that way.
Maybe Rowan.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I see.
right now.
I see a guy at
Keep
the end of
laughing,
the.
keep laughing, keep laughing.
I see a guy at the end of the aisle with with his glide cam pointed towards the Titantron. So,
Yeah. Or who else in that group? Nikki Cross, right? She's there's one.
yeah, Nikki, Rowan, Joe Gacy,
And Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas, and
Dexter Loomis.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was just going to say Dexter.
Now, I'm not a math genius, but I count 5, not 6 there.
There's a
Because the
lantern,
6 is
and
the-
that's
Yeah.
Bray and
Oh, okay.
Brody.
It's the spirit. Yeah, it's the spirit of Bray and Brody.
Gotcha.
Or so what we're
So that would technically make 7 then.
No, the spirits are in one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the spirits are in one.
But then again, too, like, yeah, we have.
Oh.
He's still laughing at him.
Uh-oh.
And also, it's why it's 6 as in
Whoa, lights are going
SICKS, not the number 6.
Gotcha. Context. Important.
Yeah. Yes. Would have been good to tell you that at the beginning.
That's okay. We're none
That
of
was
us,
good to know yesterday.
we're none of us perfect. Just like that sentence.
Oh, hell no.
We're not Kurt Hennig, all right?
We can't all be Scott Steiner, okay?
Listen to the
lights
crowd.
are going out. Oh, the lights are going out. Oh, fuck. I love when the lights go out. Part of my language. Sorry.
Listen to the crowd. Bubba. Listen to the crowd. They were chanting that word that you just said.
Yes, they are. Oh, please tell me the rest of them show up. Dude, I'd be standing in a triangle back to back to back right now. I wouldn't be spinning around in the ring. You're retarded.
The visual on that is pretty incredible, by the way.
Right?
Oh, wow.
There's the lantern, my friend.
Oh, that. Oh, I love that. Oh. Oh.
This is the type of thing that puts WWE above other wrestling companies. Just the level of production, right?
Just those simple little flashes, man, are like over the freaking top right now.
Like lightning, man. That's crazy.
And giving us just enough of a view of each one of them.
Oh my God. Like I'm getting goosebumps, dude. The hair standing up. I'm freaking out.
Rowan's look there. That looks really wild.
It's so totally reminding me of like the opening kill in a horror film,
Right.
where you saw like the slight tease of the killer before he actually goes in and makes the kill.
Ooh, Gable just powdered.
Well, yeah. Like he gone.
Oh.
Pardon me. Sorry about that.
So the way I interpret this, like the lantern is essentially like representing Bray and Harper.
Yes. That's kind of what we're all gathering as well. Is that it's
at the beginning, you saw almost look like a ball of like light before they came out.
Yeah,
the visual on that is very impressive looking. Yeah, that was well done.
And it's like all their focus is that lantern, and now it's
What the lantern kind of represents and kind of gives me a nice little symbolic throwback to is what the urn always did for the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like that lantern represents the light for the family of the Wyatts. And so it really shows you, where the light goes, where that lantern go, that's where the family follows. And it's very simplistic to Undertaker. And best before, like about a month or maybe even 2 months ago, we talked about, what that Undertaker moment with Bray symbolized.
We did.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now maybe, just maybe, as we saw Bray when he was part of the Fiend always take something away from someone, where he took the mandible claw away from Mick Foley, he took the red lighting away from Kane, right? Maybe the life through the lantern, just like the urn, is what they have taken from the Undertaker.
Dude, still, that's epic.
I never thought of the lantern in that way.
Yeah, dude, that's wow.
I'm good when I don't drink.
Sometimes.
Joe drinks.
No, but that's a good way to look at the aspect of what the Undertaker said to Bray Wyatt. Number one,
be curious to know what those words were. What all was said there.
He simply said, "The darkness is yours," and walked away.
Interesting.
See, I heard he really said why he doesn't like cucumbers. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't like the texture, man. It's like
he just pulled off like a YouTube classic, and he just whispered in the ear, and he went, "Cheap real estate."
Cheap real estate.
He's like, in like a year, some chick's gonna say hot to her. Just watch.
Oh God. The fact that she's become a millionaire off of that sickens me.
Why? I mean, people got rich over dumber things. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
I credit her for taking that and actually making bank on there. That not a lot of people take something and can maximize it the way that happened.
Well, I think the internet did that, and it wasn't really her doing.
Well, no, I mean the internet helped her gain that status, but it was her understanding and her coming and realizing, hey, I can make money off this. I can, And
I guess it would have been something a little bit more wholesome than to talk about spitting on someone's dick. I guess that's the part that kind of bothers me.
Well, I mean,
digress as a society a little bit here.
I mean, she didn't know what the question was going to be.
Hey, she also didn't specify a body part. She just said you got to spit, not thing. All right, that thing could be anything.
Right. Right.
It very well could be.
She could have been talking about meatloaf. We don't know. Yeah.
Mom, meatloaf.
Yeah. I'm not even talking about the food.
It could even be the a spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Or wait, no, Meatloaf passed away, didn't he?
She might have been impersonating the Iron Sheik, so for all we know.
Maybe she was Sheik.
I mean,
the originator of the Haktua.
Yep.
That's the only Haktua I will recognize, okay?
Someone who isn't about the Haktua is
Parker, what's up?
as he is now in the ring, scheduling for his main event match for the Intercontinental Championship.
Next Monday, CM Punk returns.
Yes, respect. I don't think we're going to have any more Raws before SummerSlam without Punk.
Yeah, and we got Lyra Valkyria taking on Sonya Deville next week.
In Sonya's first match back, I believe, too.
Yes,
so
it is.
So Sami and Dragunov are getting the main event.
Yeah.
Yep. Sammy's actually been doing a very good job at carrying this Intercontinental Championship.
He's always killed it. That dude has never had a down moment.
Well, what I love is just the continuality of making that Intercontinental Championship something worth fighting for. After Gunther lost it to Sami at WrestleMania, so I love the fact that there is just an element of we care. There's a reason why people should be the champion, why I want it, what it represents. So I love how that's continued even after Gunther is. And like even when The Miz was Intercontinental Champion, sometimes the next person didn't retain that same feeling. So it's nice to see that being retained through Sami Zayn.
Even when he was like the fifth wheel in the bloodline, there, even he was killing it then and making guys like Roman Reigns and without break character. I mean, that's something to be proud of there.
True.
The
I
creator.
just want to say quick congratulations to Sami Zayn for making it to 100 days with the title.
I'm not a fan of that belt design, though, I will say.
Me neither.
It's growing on me.
Yeah.
The design that they came up with for the women's Intercontinental title looks way better than that one.
Yeah.
Have they even established a women's Intercontinental title yet, or is that just Facebook stuff?
It's just the Facebook
Okay.
stuff they came up with that I seen.
I don't know if they really need a mid card title, honestly.
No, because as Perish said, the women's tag titles are basically the women's mid card titles.
Mm-hmm.
I never said it was the mid card title.
He said they don't need mid-card titles.
I actually am in favor of mid-card championships, especially with their division being as deep as it is right now. The only issue for me is you'll be going into a slippery slope if you don't put focus on it, because you have a lot of championships. And in fact, I would dial it down to maybe just doing one mid-card title and going both shows with it just to enhance its importance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it would have the same thing as their tag titles. You go between both shows, not just one show. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know.
I wonder who does that spring broth rope, Christopher Daniels or Sami Zayn? Who does that better?
Sami.
Yeah.
I give it a Sami.
Christopher Daniels was a pretty sweet move off the rope, though. I put them on equal ground there.
I don't know. Sami to me just comes across a lot smoother than Christopher Daniels' version.
Hey, it's always better.
But he's the greater power. Would that have been something like if he would have actually been able to come over as the greater power? That would have been something, because that's who that was supposed to be. You're muted, Karl.
He hasn't said anything.
He was talking, but his lips were moving, but no words were coming out.
Oh. I said that would be cool.
Yeah.
It would have been cool provided we already knew who Christopher Daniels was at that time, because
he would also be a great guy to bring into the Performance Center in WWE, especially in his Twilight wrestling years. He would be such a good person to have in that spot.
Well, I don't think they didn't try. I think it's a matter of Christopher Daniels not wanting to, hang up the performing as much. And I think that was probably half of it. Because, even just in his interview with Chris Van Vliet, Shelton Benjamin said kind of something very similar, to the point where he still feels he has value as a performer, and that's why he hasn't flat out gone down that road yet. And kudos to him for kind of just still doing that, because not a lot of people get to do things off their own choice. So the fact that they're doing that based on their own choice and they get to make that decision, it's very nice because, again, not everyone gets that afforded that opportunity.
That's true.
And this should be our last commercial break here.
Yep.
For the rest of this show.
For the rest of this telecast, as Tony Schiavone would say.
Telecast.
Right.
Speaking of what telecasts, would this be a good time to show everybody what kind of telecasts are provided through this channel?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It definitely is. And that is everything that you can find on the Turnbuckle Studios network, even including the Chris Perish podcast, part of the Turnbuckle affiliation program, as we come back to Dayton, Ohio, with Sami Zayn taking on Ilja Dragunov for the Intercontinental Championship. Dragunov just has huge, hard-sounding hits.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got power to spare, that dude.
Yeah.
I mean, if you looked at the guys he's worked with in the UK, I mean,
Right.
it's understandable.
Oh, folded him.
I won't lie. I kind of want to see Dragunov and Pete Dunne have a match again.
That'd be good. Yeah. That would just be a good, no bullshit kind of match. That would be entertaining to watch.
I kind of want to see that in the speed match because they would just go flying.
Right.
Not that I've been
Keeps missing it.
looking for them, but there's actually a lot of Joe Hendry signs in the crowd tonight.
Yeah, there is. And his, like, the big face, his face,
Yeah.
all over the place. Parker, I think I could speak for everybody. That's a resounding, how about no?
Yeah. Oy. Oh, that made me. Wow.
Yeah.
That was scary looking.
Ooh, I just saw it.
Yeah. Dude landed on his head almost.
Given the speed of how that went, it was very controlled.
Yeah, that didn't look great. that was just, I was like, damn,
No.
are you
No.
okay?
No, but I mean, 90% of the things that look absolutely gross tend to be not as bad. Like that kick probably was a lot worse. And landing.
You see guys like Osprey and Omega landing on the tops of their heads and stuff. You guys are insane.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why they're not doing it 200 times a year, though.
True enough.
Oh.
I like that angle. Zooming out from the crowd and seeing the whole. Love that shot. That gives me like WrestleMania 3 vibes.
Right. Right. They have been doing so good with production lately.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Damn, that was huge.
That over the ring angle whenever somebody's about to jump off the top rope. I love it.
So,
in case anybody is curious, but Obafemi versus Alpha Wolf is now official for Pro Wrestling Noah at their Destination 2024 show on or
that's great news, Perish.
Or it was just something that happened. Yeah. Did not know Obafemi was going to Pro Wrestling Noah.
Well, thing I've noticed too, I wonder if it's just with this particular venue, but they went away from having like the LED boards on the actual ring, and they have just the regular curtain, the regular apron now. That's one thing that I noticed at this show.
They still have the LED boards on some parts of the ring.
Yeah, it's only on like one side.
Oh, okay.
Or two sides.
It's usually the side facing the entrance and the side facing the hard cam.
Yeah,
gotcha. Okay.
And that's due to a lot of the Wyatt Six stuff that they've been doing, because they've been kind of underneath the ring, right? So they gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
As with that visual you saw with the black Raw, that was the LED side. Whereas on the apron, it's a red background.
Technically, because the interference happened the outside, would that not really end the match there? Because it happened outside of the ring?
It's still interference.
Okay. But if it's not in the ring, technically, wouldn't it not count? Is it interference?
So, no, because it's still part of the match.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like that, does the match not continue if they're both outside?
No, but I mean, like, you would think that the interference would only count as like a disqualification interference that have to happen in the ring.
No, because if you took a chair to someone who's on the outside, they're still going to be damaged. They're still going to be hurt, and that's still going to be carried into the match.
So it's not like a disqualification in a one-fall match. That incident would have to happen in the ring for it to actually be a DQ.
I kind of like that we're ending this way.
Open-ended. But I think anytime you hit someone in a match and it's not no DQ or anything like that, I think especially under like WWE, like, as long as the match is going on, anybody in that match, if they get hit, it's a disqualification. And the ref catches it.
So Parker, I have not put up those questions or answered any of them because we talk Monday Night Raw on Monday nights. So any of those questions, maybe check us out with Turnbuckle Studios on Tuesday with Turnbuckle Talk, or anytime that we have an open mic night.
Yes, sir.
That is your time to come on in and ask these random questions. 100%. So we appreciate that you are here, and we would love for you to join us on other shows that are more centered towards the types of things that you're asking here tonight.
Yeah.
Here, how about this? Be there Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to have an open mic night, and we will answer your questions this Thursday night. That just settled what I was going to do on Thursday night. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to settle it right now, too, but you're going to have a co-host this Thursday night.
Okay. Awesome. I appreciate that. The dog's eating a hot dog. Good
We're
pitch,
settling lots of stuff tonight, apparently. So what your guys' thoughts on Monday Night Raw tonight? And I want to leave Joe for last with this because this is really coming to his first experience of the WWE and Monday Night Raw in a little while. So yeah, start up at the top, and then we'll go around to Joe.
Yeah, so I came into the show, as Bubba knows, just super excited about it. And honestly, the show did not disappoint me. So everything about the show just flowed very nicely. I was excited to see everything that we saw pop up, and I want more.
Nice way to put it. Simply, one word describes Raw tonight for me, and that is intense.
What kind of tense?
Intense.
Is it intensity in 10 cities?
No, he might be camping because it's intense. But
humorous wordplay, I love it.
I think what we're seeing was kind of a result of last week's, where Damian Priest echoed it. We saw Seth Rollins echo this, but actions have consequences, and we saw a little bit of that consequences as we saw Drew McIntyre not care about what he does. Therefore, his consequence was answered by remaining suspended. We saw a consequence in Braun Breaker that he didn't. Something's going to happen to him now because he keeps interfering in these matches, because he doesn't get what he wants. And we're seeing Dominic Mysterio kind of have a rough night and a rough go dealing with all the stuff that Liv Morgan did with him in the past. So I think we're seeing a lot of storytelling kind of just continue and escalate into something else, and I think that's absolutely great as we are heating up towards the final weeks going into SummerSlam.
Joe?
First of all, thanks for having me, guys. It's been a hot minute, so I appreciate you guys having me on before I get to any of that. For the show, it was very interesting to watch, given that it's been more than a few hot minutes since I've watched any WWE, let alone any kind of professional wrestling, and just really interesting to see from going from like the Vince McMahon produced kind of show to this. It's like night and day. Just a really good solid show that flows well. It's like every storyline just kind of like dovetails and flows into the next one. The show has a nice flow to it. Doesn't feel like just a bunch of chopped up segments. It's entertaining to watch at the end of the day.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. That is what we like to hear, the WWE pulling it out once again for us here with Monday Night Raw. Chris Best, before we get out of here, where can the people find you?
Right, you guys can find me at youtube.com at CBRS Entertainment, Twitch TV, CBRS_Entertainment, Threads.net at CBestFilms83, Facebook.com, Chris.best83, and TikTok.com at CBRS.entertainment.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chris Perish.
Yes.
Where can the people find you?
Oh, well, you can find me at my exec court. Oh, you mean online? Well, I mean, they're all scrolling down at the bottom there. I'm not a bird. I'm not Mama Bird here. I'm not going to spoon feed you. You can read, and if not, then social media might not be the platform for you. But please, if you could follow and like and subscribe to all those beautiful accounts, it does help me and make the Chris Perish podcast grow a little bit. Which this week on episode 32, we will have another announcement on a second interview that is coming. So make sure you check that out on Sunday at 12:15 p.m. Eastern. Which an announcement is it will not be showcasing on the X account, as I am working to get that X account to premium, where StreamYard allows X to now stream. So until further notice, the Chris Perish podcast will only be found on the YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook accounts.
Wow.
And it is the summertime, which means that you need your hydration. Check out rogueenergy.com. While you're there, use the promo code PERISH, PERISH, where you can get yourself 10% off your hydration supplements with
That's right.
Rogue Energy. Bubba, your turn.
My turn. You can go to the YouTubes, find me at Bubba OMD. Again, that is Bubba OMD. And on the Twitch side, Boris Nest with Bubba Duke. Definitely check us out there. We do a lot of broadcasting there.
And for those that may not know, Joe the Tech Guy has a YouTube channel. It is scrolling down below. Joe, tell people about what you do on your YouTube.
Yeah, actually, I have a couple things for you guys. First of all, for the hashtag HTM Tech, even recently I've had yours truly, Mr. Karl Karufel, on, where we talked about kind of our history in doing content on the internet. Do a lot of reviews, a lot of larger topics about technology. Have a lot of fun kind of doing it. As well, you can find me over on the SMB, a South Park review show, where myself, I want to make sure I get everybody's name, because there's quite a few on that crew there. We have myself, Mr. Matthew Schaffer-Gage, Mr. Dane Becker, Mr. Joe Vernola, and Scoop, where we break down and we review every South Park episode in chronological order. I do a lot of editing for the videos for those guys, and I do appear on the occasional episode, so make sure and check that out as well.
And I make things real nice and simple for everybody. Check out my link tree, linktr.ee/Karl Karufel. That is linktr.ee/KarlKarufel. Before we leave this broadcast tonight, we do have to say hashtag Aldo Montoya for Hall of Fame. Let's get that trending. Aldo Montoya for HOF, and make sure that you at the WWE in there, because if anybody deserves it, it's Aldo Montoya.
I mean, hell, we got Jeff Jarrett into the Hall of Fame.
Right?
We called that before anybody else did. We have that distinction.
Yes, we do. For Chris Best, Bubba Duke, Chris Perish, our guest, Joe the Tech Guy, and myself, Karl Karufel. This has been the Raw Patrol. Join us next week as we bring you more Monday Night Raw action.
On the block, hip-hop trendsetters, the school of hard knocks and that attitude era. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best, holding the mic as I'm yelling out D Generation X. I will remember